I have not watched a ton of content. I've not played the demo. It's my first time checking out the game, and let's fucking jump in. How's that sound? Let's go with normal difficulty. I'm a normal difficulty kind of guy. That's right. You hear the sirens, right? Yeah, like this, like in a song you're listening to, there's sirens or the effect of a CD skipping. Now, granted, we don't really listen to CDs anymore, but still, the same basic idea of something baked into the song that is meant to normally be something else.
The Enclave was
Founder of the Enclave, it says.
Magical development and
That's right, Cole Carnage was playing this. That's correct.
All across the Maida Basin. Not all weavers claimed it as their home, but those
A number
that
of
did
fairly
built a
high-profile streamers
legacy
have played
of
this.
Progress, constructs, and innovation. The likes of which have not been seen since the Surge, almost half a century ago, when a cascade of arcane disasters racked the Maida, and without warning, the Enclave sealed itself away behind a magical wall known as the Veil. Rich and powerful leaders were wounded and killed. Decades of war broke out. Every nation suffered an economic collapse.
Assuming they're not talking about the energy drink.
But magic has been shunned, taking the blame for decades of unrest. Weavers remain pariahs to this day. Most places tolerate us if we don't stay too long. While some weavers remember what it was like before the Surge, I've never known a time when weavers had a home. I chose this life years ago. But I'd be lying if I said it has lived up to all I hoped it would be. Stop! Still, my luck might be changing. A few weeks ago, I began traveling with a new weaver band. Now, they've brought me here, where it all began. Oh.
Careful.
Ah. Thanks.
Bryn, over here.
Reminds me of Ghostgate from Morrowind. Morrowind reference! Oh my gosh! I can't help myself. I cannot help myself. Skipping the cutscene. Yeah, I know it's one thing you'd mentioned before. Shock value, it's like, it drives you nuts. It's something I've heard with other youngsters as well, so your kid's not the only one. Just like, yeah, what's up, Whale? Yeah, Whale's seen it too. He's seen it as well.
What do you
Never
think?
saw a single cutscene in Final Fantasy XIV. I've heard Final Fantasy XIV's got like a really cool story. Like, maybe I don't know about the cutscenes, but I've heard there's like just the overall story for like the campaigns and the quest lines I've heard is extraordinary for Final Fantasy XIV. But that's just whatever. I haven't played it myself, obviously. So it's good to see you guys. Appreciate you popping in. But yeah, skipping the story, boring. I mean, in all fairness, I was an impatient little prick when I was a kid, so I can't be too.
When you told me
I can't be too
that joining your
judgmental.
band meant I'd see the Veil, I wasn't picturing.
See the
one's
Veil.
been this close in years. The base is shrouded in tangles.
I'm gonna ask a really dumb question. Are these lines voice acted? Because I do not hear anything. I mean, I hear ambience in the background, but I don't hear voice acting.
Weavers have known about this safe zone in the Veil's shadow for decades, but no one has found a route into it. Until now.
I'm looking at the waveform and I'm seeing like a lot of activity. There is, okay, so I'm gonna have to go into the settings and change that because this is what happens very frequently because I have a surround sound speaker set up. I was hoping that the audio settings I had selected would accommodate that correctly, but it's doing one of those things where all the audio is going to you guys, which is good, but my speakers aren't getting picked up correctly.
You have no idea.
So
what
that's
I
a
have to
quick
do to
fix.
Puzzle out this passage.
Alright, so I
I
will,
definitely want to hear that story later.
at the nearest opportunity, make a fix for
My
that.
hope is that we're going to find artifacts from the Enclave itself deeper into the shadow.
Alright, so I'm just like watching the waveform to see when it kind of dies
I'll
down.
oversee the camp setup. Why don't you take the preliminary scouting expedition?
Really?
Of course. It's important for the other Weavers to see how you do in the field. The map I bartered for in Tarza suggests there's a watchtower deeper into the valley. Shouldn't be too far from where we are.
That's my first landmark, then?
Yes. It should help us get our bearings before we start the search for the Strand Road.
Strand Road. Will there be an eternal
And
one?
if you make
An
any
eternal one of these strands?
discoveries, that will endear you to the band.
So we're looking for artifacts,
For
he
sure.
says.
I'd love to find my footing with the rest of them.
I'll act as the watcher on the scry and pull you back if anything gets too dangerous.
Also, now I understand. I didn't really consider what that was referring to earlier, but now I see it's referring to scrying, which is, I think, equivalent to like gazing, like observing something through a magic device. So the something akin to reading, like looking at a crystal ball and like seeing the future or seeing someone else's view. I think that's what scrying means. I
Just
think
steer
some kind of
clear the
magical
tangles.
device through which you can observe something from afar.
Any questions before you head out?
Alright, so I can't check the settings yet. Continues with the dial. Okay, cool. So we'll ask for more information. That sounds nice. Dude, Dad says it would make your friends upset, right? Yeah, because apparently the story is amazing. I've heard people say like the story in Final Fantasy XIV is like award-winning, just that it's incredible. But yeah, so it's hundreds of hours and I have no idea what happened.
Famous trade route into the Enclave that led straight to Denevron. The hub for bartering magical goods.
I mean, I can think about that happening to me with some games, but usually it's games where the story is not like a huge focus, like Torchlight. Torchlight 1 and 2, I guess 2 specifically. I tried to kind of keep up with it, but I was playing with some friends, and that's one of those where the game was fun, but by the end of it, it was, I don't know, I think my patience for Diablo-likes, it wears very, very thin after a very short amount of time. Because, yeah, I remember after a certain point, we were all just pretty bored of it, honestly.
Before the Surge, caravans
Not a bad game,
used
it
the
just,
Strand Road to
I don't
enter
know.
and exit the Enclave with their goods.
It was hard. It was just hard to keep our interest.
It's been completely submerged by tangles, unfortunately. Still, if we can get any closer to that passage, we will find rare artifacts lost in the Surge.
Okay.
I know the
What is this
standard
scrying?
device
Yes.
across Weaver bands, but my previous leader, Aaron, didn't really make use of ours.
He sent you on expeditions without it?
I mean, I wore the earpiece, but he didn't exactly stay close to the table at the camp while I was out.
That's incredibly dangerous. I'm surprised you're still alive.
Yeah.
Surprised you're still alive.
Anyway, mind explaining how it works in your Weaver band?
When you go on an expedition, you'll wear the earpiece, which allows me to communicate with you and give directions from the scry table. At the table, everyone will be able to watch your expedition and communicate with you as needed. The last, most important function of the scry is that it allows me to use magic to pull you back to camp when your life is in danger.
Right.
All right.
That clears up anything I needed to know. I'll head to the watchtower.
We got all we
Glad
need.
to hear it. You can head out then.
Presumably they're going to give us control now. Alright, and let me go ahead and do this now. Suspect TV is probably probably what's gonna make the difference now.
I need to reach the watchtower.
All right, I can hear this now.
The caravan.
All right.
No visuals on the scribe. Can you hear me?
I can. Some
Might turn
interference, though.
turn down the mouse sensitivity just a slight bit, just because it's a little bit touchy. Some keyboard. Oh, it's probably under controls, isn't it? Here we go. Camera sensitivity. We'll turn that down just a smidge. Maybe 85. Oh, mouse camera. So, well, yes, sure. That's all. I assume the same thing. Yeah. Well, the first cutscene, yeah, was like kind of hand illustrated cutscenes, but obviously 3D character models. And then like the conversations are more like storyboard, selecting from menus, that kind of thing. A little bit more kind of almost visual novel-esque.
Still, strong enough to pull you out like you practiced. Dom?
We get Urklazar. What's up, Urklazar? Ask what's the game about. So I'm not 100% sure just yet, just because we're just now kind of starting. The idea is that we are a magic user in a world where magic users were blamed for like horrible disasters that had happened previously in the history of this world, and now there's like other bad stuff happening.
Veil. Even more impressive up close.
Okay, I lied. Actually, I did not hear that, unfortunately, so I need to fuck with the audio settings even more now. I guess what I could do is maybe headphones. I mean, I'm not using headphones, obviously. Oh, maybe I need to fuck with... Oh, well, no, English, okay. I thought they were talking about devices. Obviously, that's one thing, yeah. Yeah, audio output device, yeah. And it's kind of a... There's some... I still can't hear that. That's very strange.
Thanks. Got visuals back.
The Veil shadow is incredible.
Never seen anything like it.
I might just be SOL. I might just not have the ability to hear dialogue in this game, which is unfortunate, but not the end of the world, obviously. Wonder how this can be dangerous, going into the audio mixer, into volume mixer, live on stream, and trying to putz with things. That can be very dangerous. Should I not fuck with this now? I probably shouldn't, because, you know, if you're talking about Windows, anything with Windows, and you're fucking with audio settings on the fly, especially while streaming, it'd be very, very dangerous. So maybe I should just be grateful that I can hear any audio at all. Just be grateful I can hear any audio, because if I fuck with things, it is so easy to do something and suddenly, oh, nobody hears any audio, and now we're all just sad. Like, that is a very real possibility. I'm just surprised. Usually there's ways in game to fix this kind of thing, but so far all the settings seem to be doing the same thing. Now, granted, this game just came out today, so there's a very real chance that, you know, that things will be refined and or more audio options will be made available sometime in the future. Shayna, come here. Come here. Shayna, who is allergic to getting comfortable. She just wants to be climbing around the whole time. Never wants to actually sit down. Very good, Shayna. Very good. All right, so yeah, so I'm just gonna leave it where it is. So apologies if I talk over audio, if I talk over dialogue, that kind of thing. I genuinely do not want to. I really do try hard not to talk over those kinds of things. But since I can't hear it, I'll do my darndest not to be too obnoxious about it, though. I would be touchy if the prostate was jiggled. Well, I'll try not to jiggle it too hard. I'll try my darndest.
Beautiful.
And a hydrate.
Deadly.
And a nut.
wide
Oh my
berth.
gosh. A nut hydrate.
The closer you get to the Veil, the thicker they'll become.
Its shadow is believed to be impenetrable.
Okay.
Until now.
So I've been informed that, yeah, this game is like, it has some Breath of the Wild isms and also some Shadow of the Colossus isms. Now, in all fairness, I never did play Shadow of the Colossus.
Exports. You heard our quartermaster. Break them open.
Oh, I didn't mean to hit that as well. Although maybe I should. Maybe I should hit everything. Maybe nothing is safe for my destructive tendencies. Obviously, these I should be snagging. I suppose Vitality Tonic is probably health, if I had to guess. It's a little bit loud, the sound effects. I'm gonna turn the sound effects down. I'll take it down to 40. Put that down to 50. What do we got, Ogasso? What's up, Ogasso? This is thick and impenetrable. Sounds like a challenge. Let's see, do I have... I do have... Oh, wait, no, I do not. I don't have any other weapons. I was wondering if I had... like, magic or... Oh, I do have whatever this is. But I don't think I can, like, cast any spells yet. Oh, never mind. I can fling shit around. Okay, that's pretty cool. So I have that kind of magic.
That wall is completely
But no other ranged weapons.
frozen.
Oh, cutscene? No, we have a little tutorial. Right, that's the thing I just did. Weaver's Grasp. It's red, it's too heavy. Gotcha. Okay.
We should expect enchantments to act strangely this close to the veil.
We get to launch at you. That's kind of cool. I like the damage numbers. Now we can't do that forever. We do have...
So
Oh,
if
I guess I guess the fire spread. We do have limited magic juice.
Best to use kinetic magic to keep...
Whenever I grab one of these, I see like we have that magic meter. But it looks like it fills up pretty quickly. And of course, fire propagates in a manner similar to Breath of the Wild. And I'm on fire. Is there a... oh, yeah, I guess I can just dodge if nothing else. Oh, don't go in there. Oh, God, it hurts. Okay, don't go up there. Okay. I was wondering if there was anything else. We can just climb the wall, though. And just ignore the West Coast wildfire we may or may not have just started just now. So I'll grab that. I'll grab that. Not sure if I'm a big fan of the whole... Oh, there's some health there. A fire propagating around me like this. It's a little bit scary. Can I grab this and take it with me? Or just throw it against a tree? There we go. So if I want to grab the stuff and not catch on fire and while doing so, there's that as an option.
Knowing the watchtower's relative position establishes the distance to the Strand Road. You can come back to... What is that?
Coral. There were rumors of a living mineral that grew deep beneath the Enclave's surface. It seems they were true.
There's more of it in that cave. I could take a closer look.
Too risky to deviate from the plan. First outing was just to reach the watchtower.
This is going well. I say we check it out before finishing the expedition.
They're saying, but I want to see the cool stuff. There we go. There's probably more I was supposed to read. I just kind of fucking jumped. Oh, right. I probably should have climbed. Yeah. Control release while climbing. What about jump? Oh, jump is how you... Oh, okay. Yeah. It's like Breath of the Wild then. Yeah, it's like Breath of the Wild. Although, yeah, you have to hold forward. Otherwise, you will not catch yourself. I guess it's like, Alex, they're minerals. Or maybe not me specifically, but the protagonist.
Beautiful.
Holy rockamole.
I like it.
Dom's right about it being a living mineral.
But they're living minerals.
Humming.
Totally different.
Wait, I'm losing...
Aurea?
Oh, big. Now you done did it.
Bryn, connections back.
Whomst is this? This little creature.
Was that a drake?
The dragon really did just
Yeah.
fuck shit up and then leave. Are we pulling out? Hopefully we can pull out in time. Nope, not happening.
Mira's breath. I knew this was a bad idea.
We can't
They
extract...
cannot pull us out, so it means it's time to fight some shit.
Dom, fix it. And Lane have tonics on standby for her return.
Oof. I do have a block. We don't need that shit though. Like how there's that little glint, that little glow when they're about to attack. So if you know that telltale shimmer. Or just do what I did and do not time it correctly. It's like a little kind of recovery move, or not recovery move, but like a rolling out of a animation attack you can pull. So what we probably need to do is blow that thing up. I was getting excited thinking these were explosive barrels or something. Am I doing 1 damage, or is it saying like, I think it's saying like I don't have strong enough weapons to crack that open. Yeah, these are not explosive barrels, unfortunately. Rough leather. I'm a rough and tumble kind of guy, what can I say? Yeah, it's like this is destructible, but it's probably more fun to blow shit up. Get some resources first. Not sure what it's going to be for. Oh, you're right. My face is blocking a couple things, isn't it? Good point, Elgasa. Point. Good call. Oops. Just a little bit. Just a smidge. There we go. Augustus, I want to see how badly you get got, Alex. I want to watch you struggle. The struggle is part of the fun. Anything else fun? I don't know how this game is going to do when it comes to encouraging exploration. You know, a game like this that kind of has some Breath of the Wild isms strikes me as the kind of game that would reward exploration. So I feel like I should be keeping my eyes peeled every once in a while for opportunities to snag stuff. And no, I don't mean that literally every game that has a stamina wheel and has the ability to climb rocks and that kind of thing, it does not make it a Breath of the Wild like. But it doesn't not make it. Doesn't not make it a Breath of the Wild like. All right, what can I grab? All right, this one is not too heavy. Didn't do a ton of damage. I think it might be too heavy. Let's see, what else we got? Can I yoink this? There we go, there we go. And then I can pull this one. Ooh, look at that. That's kind of cool. Let's hurt the tree. Yeah, fuck you, tree. Wondering if I was wondering if I could get like more wood resources by breaking that shit. So we defended ourselves at least from the scary thing, which wasn't too scary. Pro gamers like us, we can handle anything, right? But that dragon, though, that is concerning. The drake, rather. Is it a tutorial boss? Or are we just dead? Thanks for playing our game. Dies instantly. Nice 5-minute game. Yeah, just fucking obliterates my ass, yeah. A true welcome to Dark Souls moment. Everyone remembers where they were and what happened when they first faced down the bell tower boss, or whatever that boss was, the very first one in Dark Souls.
For the love of...
The prologue boss.
It's an Ash Peak Drake.
Quick, your frost magic can cool apart.
Ice wall and Weaver's Grasp. Alright, so we should probably switch to this one then. Raises while in the air. That's cool. So I can carve oh, that's kind of cool. You can carve a path. Pinning foes of sizes. Creating ledges or bridges. Cool. Ooh, I like it. Oh, except it takes a minute to recharge. There we go. So that's how you like traverse through fire safely then. Oh, I still got a little bit of it on me. Stop, drop, and roll.
Got anything from the map?
There should be a mine
Every so often. Yeah, you can only have one equipped at a given moment.
close to the veil.
And you could probably use it defensively.
It's our only option.
I'm on it.
Aurea, That Drake's acting like...
Those wild creatures.
Let's just focus on getting her back safe.
I'll go back to unpacking the
Can I
armor.
hit him? Can I get his ass? Yo, I'm gonna get his ass. Yeah, give me that hide. Give me that booty. Oh, I was like, what's this thing? Oh, it's I guess it's fire. It's fire and it hurts me. So when this, I guess because the idea is that they're fire elemental. Although I guess they don't take damage. Yeah, they don't take damage necessarily, but they are. It does trap them though, which is kind of cool. Oh, you're watching Dan and Dan? Well, I hope you like it, bud. Gracie and I fucking love it. Gracie and I absolutely love it. And they are working on a season 2. I think it should be out later this year. So we're all big excited. Yeah, very, very fun anime. Are they all on the same side? God damn it, they probably are. 4 or 5 episodes deep. Oh, you're in it, Whale. Oh, maybe they're not on the same side. I thought maybe they were like gonna be buddies. We just scooped that fella up, presumably to eat him.
That Drake is rotting. Erratic flight. Aggressive. It won't stop.
Guys, what do we do?
We get you back to the caravan fast.
There we go. Couple things. Rough leather. Iron. It always makes me smile whenever I'm playing games with Alias. Or I'm watching him stream and he's doing some kind of resource management thing. Maybe he's playing Caves of Cud. And he'll be like, oh yes, I have an iron broadsword. He pronounces iron as iron. I suspect that's probably just like a Canadian kind of thing. Or maybe iron is an American pronunciation. A United States American pronunciation. Hard to say, but it tickles me all the same. I think these always have health. So I'm gonna not break that one. We have a bow. Oh, we do? Oh, okay.
Clear line of fire. Good time to use your bow.
So that's say bring like a weapon wheel. And we have mouse. Oh, we have mouse wheel as well. Cool. Who do I get to snipe? Who's gonna get got? Who's just asking for it? That dragon's gonna fuck the wolf. Well, you know what? I'll admit there was like that moment where I was like, wait, is this a bad dragon situation? And I was like, nah, come on, Alex. People aren't gonna appreciate a bad dragon reference in 2025. Come on, man. Think of like, you know, think of the audience, you know, think of the situation you're in. Consider the situation, but now I feel a little bit more comfortable making a bad dragon reference. You know, for all my bluster, I've actually never been to Bad Dragon's website, you know? For all my, you know, open discussion of butt plugs and such, you know, I've honestly, I guess I've been missing out all these years. Never actually been to the website. Never beheld any of their products with my eyeballs or any other parts of my body. Oh. Take the fight to his ass. Still alive? Stop it. Stop it. Get help. And when he dies, he's like, his corpse is still very much on fire. I keep thinking since my brain is in Breath of the Wild mode, I keep thinking that there's going to be a hang glider thing that I can use to like glide down passages and such. Aaron earned an iron urn. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I love that video. And they're hearing themselves talk and they're like, oh my god, like, why can't I say this? Like, is it like, why do I say that? They're like, let me try again, bro. Let me try again. They try it again. They go, I can't fucking say this, bro.
If I'm reading the map correctly, following
Iron butterfly. That's very fun.
Guards used to reach the watchtower.
That is a very fun one. I think what I'll probably do is switch back to this guy because if nothing else, I can use... Oh, it's too heavy. Oh, I can... Oh, you can pick up the fellas? There we go. Actually, for a minute there, I was like, wait, I can pick you up and throw you at your bro? Beat a motherfucker with another motherfucker? That's pretty good damage. It did kill the shit out of him. Yeah, physicsing things to death by fucking blasting their asses with with force pulled items is pretty satisfying. Not gonna lie. And GL. Give me that tonic. Give me that goods. Is it people from Baltimore? I couldn't remember like where it was. If it was somewhere on the East Coast or somewhere further south. We got Cheese Mosa. What's up, Cheese Mosa? It tickled me pink, Cheese Mosa, when you were live. I guess it was a couple days ago when we got to raid you. It made me so happy because I was like, oh man, we haven't seen Cheese Mosa live in a long time. Hope she's been well. And not only is she around, but she was streaming. Oh my god, I was so happy. I was so happy when the opportunity presented itself for a fun raid situation. I was beside myself. I was so happy. Such a happy time. It's a Baltimore accent. Fuck you, Baltimore. Alright, so clearly we gotta use the little explosive fellas. That one's just floating off on its own. I'll go ahead and snag that one and explode that shit. Except we made a bit of a fire. Made a bit of a mess. So, to make sure I don't get fucking got. Oops, wrong button. A little ice path for myself. So I don't get caught on fire. What is it? What is it? Who would dare? Who would dare? That's so fun. Yeah. Cheese Mo says, I'm getting into streaming. It was a fun time. She says, I can pass now. Well, we don't want to pass like that quickly.
Just keep going.
Because I need to raid you more. You know, one and done ain't gonna cut it. I need more raiding Cheese Mosa opportunities. So sorry, bad news, but yeah, you like have you have to live a long and fulfilling life, full of happy memories and a loving family and friends that you love. Sorry, but that's the rule. That's the rule. You have to live a long, healthy life. I know, it's such a bummer. Alex is being so mean, forcing me to live a happy life. How dare he? What a SOB. But them's the breaks. I can't do the fire thing for too long. Although the fire is probably not too bad. Like how when you stand on the ice, I guess we get cold or something like that. Because I see that little like, oh yeah, that's exactly what it is. I guess like the cold hurts you or something. Maybe the fire still got to me. I don't know. But regardless, irregardless.
That's the path.
You're doing great.
That sprint stabbo attack. Stabbo attacko. But this is Eternal Strands. This just came out today, and I've had my eye on it for a while, and it just came out, and it is a self-published game, a true indie experience. Although I think it had a publisher at one point in its development.
I've seen one in almost 50 years, let alone outside the Veil.
The Archons never left the Enclave. Still, you need to get...
That goddamn dragon. Farsight says, I will show you the Automilker, Alex. I will not hold it against... Or I will not, will not be... Oh, jeez. Just took that right on the fucking chin. You'll have to tempt me. Oh, shit. I cannot seem to target him, which is a shame. Well, Agasa was saying that, like, you know, the chance of getting fucking obliterated... Oh, God. Oh, am I dead? I think I'm just dead. Oh, I think I'm just dead. Jesus fucking Christ. Let's see. No, don't climb the tree. Shit. Jump off the tree.
Vitality tonic.
Shit. All right. So, in my mind, I was like, all right, maybe I can use the ice magic. I suspect it's a fight you're supposed to lose. 500 damage in a single hit. It's like, this is not a good sign. Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. Let's do the ice thing. Perfect. Oh, but we're using magic and the guy is upsetty, maybe? The Automilker says Farsight. Don't threaten me with a good time, Farsight. Keep it cool. Is that a problem? Is that going to be an issue? It's a fire condom. Magic condom. You throw the dragon. Yeah, I was thinking this might be a tutorial boss. Or a encounter you're supposed to lose, that kind of thing.
Strangest.
Yeah, it'd be one thing if it was like, oh, he does like a little bit of damage at a time, but then he took out 1/3 of my health bar in a single hit, and I said, oh, fuck.
Hang on, Bryn.
Now we gotta follow this guy as he has enveloped us with a condom. A fire condom.
Everything okay back there?
Change of plans, everyone! Back up!
You're... What?
We're coming to you, Bryn. Follow that arc. We need to go now.
Reminds me a little bit of Enshrouded, the way this shroud, this miasma, envelops everything and corrupts it.
Leave!
Uh-oh. Is that bad?
Fine. Keep moving!
Someone dies horribly. Is that bad?
Guys, the arc!
He is just power walking, yeah. Will says it's Falco. I'm out here saying, that's not Falco! That's not Falco! Combo, combo! Oh! Do we make it? It is a little weird going back and forth between 3D models and 2D cutscenes, but I do like the 2D cutscenes a lot. I like that hand illustration kind of style. It's a little weird going back and forth like that, but I do really like the hand illustration style, that is. Eternal Strands. Eternal Stonks. That was the game we played last Sunday, Eternal Stonks. We were romancing our secretary as a 1980s Japanese businessman. I suspect it was either for budgetary reasons, or I'm sure there was a reason why they had to flip back and forth. It wouldn't shock me if maybe they were originally planning on doing 3D for those cutscenes, and then at some point in development had to change courses. Because this game had a publisher at one point, and then at some point they lost their publisher, which meant that their funding significantly dried up. So I think they had to change things at some point. Change directions at some point, that is. Lots of story and plot hooks. It's... I mean, I think it's fine.
Sitting on a loom gate?
But it's kind of just fine, though. It's very similar to when we played Immortals of Avium, where that game plays really cool and the story was fine, but it was just fine. It's I don't know. I think the fantasy realm for games like this it's hard to make it interesting, or maybe not even interesting. Hard to make it stand out, because there's lots of fine fantasy games out there. How do you make something like truly stand out? And I don't know. That's hard. It's hard to do that. I mean, you could make it awful. If it's really bad, it could really stand out. But a lot of them are just, there's a little bit of tropes. There's a lot of genericness going on there.
That can wait, Dom.
So, yeah, that's what I keep coming back to, is like a lot of these are they're just okay.
Aurea, you should be resting. If your wing doesn't heal, our point is out of commission.
Is it the writing just not being as good sometimes with some games? Well, for some of them, it's, you know, it's studios that don't necessarily invest a ton into, you know, hiring good writers. That's not always a big priority, nor does it necessarily need to be. But that is at least some part of it, at least. And then there's the oh gosh, yeah, the AI, the AI news, right? The stuff that has impacted the stock market. How many art styles? It's a lot.
To address.
There's a bunch.
While my wing recovers, Bryn will take over expeditions as our acting point.
What is the significance of this new place? I guess the idea is that because of this miasma, they've been limited on like how much they're able to explore. But because this guy had this automaton they found that produced the shield, they're able to get to like a new part of this realm they were previously not able to access. That's my understanding, at least. As spirit, but it's confused. We might see some indications of kind of what I was saying, where like, because the game lost its publisher at some point in development, there might be some ambitions that were unrealized, or there might be some things that are like halfway kind of baked. I mean, nothing has jumped out at me as being like unfinished necessarily, but there might be some disjointedness that we'll feel from time to time because of that, you know, the tug and pull of the finances drying up at some point. Tropes, yeah. Well, yeah, to me, tropes and cliches are nearly one and the same. But yeah, just kind of predictable. I suspect there'll be predictable plot points.
I have every confidence that she will make a great point.
That's right. It's the only way to learn.
Don't all die here first.
We'll say we'll offer reassurance.
Our arrival was rocky, but I will do everything.
There are no wrong choices, it says.
If we avoid unnecessary risks, we'll be back on our feet in no time.
I'm glad you're taking this seriously.
Exactly. When we first set out to investigate the Veil's shadow, we had no idea we'd end up here. The Enclave was once a safe haven for all weavers, and the pinnacle of innovation. Since the Veil went up, weavers took the blame for decades of war. Stories that put children to bed preached the evils of our magic. All because of what happened here. We owe it to ourselves and to our brethren across the Maida to find out not just what happened, but why. Maybe then, weavers can find our place in the world again. But first, survival. Bryn, that's you and me. Find me when you're ready. Adjourned.
All right. How many types of games is this? How many types of game is this game going to try to be? For me, the two big ones are Shadow of the Colossus and Breath of the Wild. So far, we've seen more Breath of the Wild isms specifically, but I understand that like a big part of the game is fighting really large things and climbing around them to find the weak spots, that kind of thing. My understanding is that's going to be like a big focus, probably later on. Let's be real. Lots of explaining the right, yeah. It's great for us, the viewer, and us, the player. But yeah, it makes less sense for them to like remember our history that we all know about, presumably.
Loom gates must need a massive source of magic to function. Instantaneous transit across hundreds of leagues.
Dom? Hello? Everything okay?
Bryn, you are going to check out the Loom Gate at some point, right?
Yeah, of course. I'll get around to it.
Good. Why it refuses to function is a mystery we must unravel together. A priority.
Loom
Not
gates.
worried about our survival
Does it
in
bear
an
fruit?
unknown land filled with volatile magic like the others?
These looms bear fruit at all? Asking for a friend?
There is so much to discover, survival will take care of itself. Or Casman will insist it does, at least. So, our acting point. Is your heart racing at the prospect of traversing these lost lands?
Admit to being nervous. Sure,
Entering her wing
sure.
As we all stumble through the veil, isn't how I envisioned starting my career. It's kind of...
A lot?
yeah, to say the least. I don't know. I just thought there would be more time to prepare.
The best adventures rarely have carefully planned beginnings, Bryn of Carnhaven. Besides, you're not alone in this. We're all here to help you. After all, your success is our success.
Thanks, Dom.
Of course. Now, if you'll excuse me, something else is tugging at my attention.
Loom
Now,
gates.
because I can't hear the dialogue
Loom gates.
because of this, because of a disconnect between the game's audio settings and my audio setup, I don't know how they pronounce the guy's name. I assume it's probably Dom, but in my mind, it's Damn. That's what I would want to call him. I would absolutely want to call him Damn. So Ori is the next the person we really ought to talk to. I was gonna see if like we have some things. We have some things. Oh, maybe we don't have some things. I thought we were like finding. Oh, thanks. We were finding resources. Locations, legends, quests. So I was thinking like, oh yeah, is there a person that I can talk to? For like crafting and that kind of thing. But maybe let's take it kind of one step at a time here. So probably this lady over here. Oh, here's the fella, by the way. What's this guy's story? The automaton that led us here.
How this arc managed to get us through
It's
the
an
veil.
arc.
By the looks of it, it was a one-way ticket.
And it reacted when I started casting magic.
Many arcs and other magical constructs. I've never heard of one designed to repel Drake's breath, though.
You think we might find another arc that could help us escape?
The sex robot? Wait, are we talking about the vacuum cleaner you can fuck? The vacuum cleaner where it's like, yeah. This it's one you can stick your penis in. Don't stick your penis in this one though.
As Aurea said, the arcs never left the Enclave. Yet this
Oh, it's a different one. Oh man. Multiple Why Does Kids You Know skits about things you may or may not be supposed to like stick your penis into.
We
I'm
know
impressed.
as much as we can from looking at it. Time to start exploring if we want to find answers.
Is his name Fisto Farsight? Fisto is a good robot name. So we need to talk to Aurea. Although this like looks like a station where crafting might be a thing. Oh, over there. Is he eepy? I'll pet him. Oh, good buddy. We're blazing a trail. Blaze it.
So after all the legends, this is it. The
Legends for you, maybe. Some of us trained under weavers who were born here.
It's true, I've never played New Vegas. I've only played Fallout 1. I've never played any of the other Fallout games.
Still,
Only the first one.
it is surreal to see it for myself now. You're going to be out there, exploring.
I'm taking it all in for you, yes.
All in for me.
You must be devastated that your wing is holding you back.
I can't deny that my heart breaks at the prospect of being stuck behind the scry. But knowing I've found the right replacement helps. Besides, this wing won't keep me down for long. I'll be back out there soon enough.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
Anyway, enough with the sentimentality. For your first expedition, we need to get the lay of the land.
We need to get the lay of the land. We need to get laid.
Lane Free has an old map
Time to get laid.
of the Enclave to help us get our bearings. It's 60 years old, pre-surge. No chance it's accurate, but that's where you come in.
I'll update it as I go.
Exactly. We've made camp in what was once a way station for caravans entering the Enclave. Just below us is Glintwood Hollow, a valley on the outskirts of the Enclave. A second loom gate, and what appears to be a giant statue, possibly an ark.
You can see it from here? Must be massive.
If either is functional, Dom will throw you a party. I'll be with you on the scry. With fewer tangles, we're hoping the connection will be stronger.
I'll head out now.
Alrighty, got our marching orders. I hope everyone's doing well. Let's get back to the games. The game, that is. Thank you to Elgaus for the redemptions. We have a thingy. Is this something that we'll use for fast traveling at some point, maybe?
So this is a loom gate.
Loom gate we'd heard about, okay.
It's taller than I expected.
The Enclave constructed these for transit.
So we'll eventually be able to use it, probably.
Able to travel leagues instantly. If only it were working.
There's no sign.
What's up, Chimichanga? Good to see you, buddy.
Just seems inert.
Deactivate.
It's not damaged, it's just not working.
Or simply lacking the energy such a powerful enchantment would need.
You'd know better than any of us. If we could get it working, though.
Oh, the possibilities. All the places we could go. Oh, to hold the hand of my most darling wife as we whisked around the Enclave. Metaphorically, of course. The loom gates famously moved people one at a time. Too dangerous otherwise, I imagine.
I'm not gonna lie, Elgaus, that was my first thought when I saw this guy in particular. I was like, this guy in particular, such a horny design, and I am absolutely here for it. Absolutely here for it. They're getting too lovey-dovey. Offer them some privacy. Yo, you want to just go out back and, like, do some stuff? I'm not... Listen, I can turn a blind eye to it. Turn a blind eye to whatever you want to do back there.
It's great to see a couple that shares such a love of their work with one another.
I'll give you two get a room, or I'll give you to a room.
After being together for 7 years, we're bound to have something in common.
Come, my love. There must be something in the archives.
Something in the archives. Is the archives what they're referring to as some other thing they want to explore? Something to explore together, mayhaps? One can only hope. So over here is the path that they'd refer to. I think this is our little area. They were saying that we have our own tent. Oh, maybe this is not our tent.
Your tent.
Someone has a tent here.
Not
Oh, this is my
ours.
tent. Cool.
But you can rest here.
It's perfect.
Fabulous.
I don't know about perfect. I could have done a better job if we didn't lose half our supplies when we passed through the Veil.
Got little horns. I wonder if she is a oh, what is it in like Dungeons and Dragons and the Forgotten Realms? Tiefling? Tiefling, I think is what it's called.
I didn't have anything close to this in Aaron's band. Half the time I was lucky if I didn't sleep on dirt.
Huh. That's... unfortunate.
Horny artist. One can only hope, man. One can only hope. And so... Okay, here we go. Because I was going to say, I know I found some things, and this is where they end up. So when it comes to, yeah, the kinds of resources that we're gathering as we're out in the field, this is where it goes. I'm not sure... Well, I mean, looking at my shield, like I have just a kind of a presumed basic wooden shield. So there will be an opportunity probably later on to upgrade things. But for now... Wait, can I... Okay, so I can't actually pick out any weapons right now. So this is the path they advise that I head out. We shall do exactly that. Yeah, it's a pretty nice tent, honestly. It's pretty nice. Much better than, much nicer than some of the tents I've slept in when I used to go camping. They were saying like, well, it's not much. And I'm over here like, bro, it's better than nothing. Another one of those loom gates. Ooh, big guy. It's a bigger version of the thing that led us here. All right. So looking for another loom gate. and another big guy. They're saying like looking for another great arc. I think the arcs are what those automatons are called.
No interference from the Enclave?
None. The connection is much stronger than outside.
And I think I'm probably gonna want to have the Weaver's Grasp selected because I like it for one thing, and also seems like the ice one is probably only really particularly helpful for fire situations. Okay, so we have a map that we're updating. Very good, very good. Let's see if I can just smack him with it. No mention of how much health these guys have necessarily. Ouch. So they don't have a health bar or anything, so I just kind of have to figure it out on my own. I think that's how it was in Breath of the Wild 2 until you got a particular tunic. I think there was like a piece of equipment you got that told you how much health a bad guy had while you were fighting them. Oh, I can see them better now. They're actually little health potions. Because earlier they looked like, well, I don't know what they look like. I just saw them as like just little orbs I was picking up. And again, I do not have. Oh, so we have a spectacular vista. It's a codex fragment. Okay. So yeah, again, when I see situations like this, all I can think of is, man, I wish I had a hang glider, some kind of traveling thing that we could use like we had in Breath of the Wild to glide from spot to spot. But no gliders, obviously, or at least not yet. The tonic I don't need right now, but other resources do sound nice. I'm assuming crafting will eventually come into play. Strikes me as, I was gonna say, probably like a little side path. I think this all just kind of loops back around anyway. Just loops together. Damage numbers are nice. I don't know if it really necessarily makes any huge difference to know how much damage I'm doing. But it is nice. Let's see, is there a sneak? I don't think there's any sneaking. Yeah, there's tumbling backwards, obviously. Oh, I guess I have some tonics on me already. That's good to know. What I would just rather do is just blast his ass. I'm assuming he's not nice.
You're clearly happy we're here.
Arcs were supposed to be used.
I thought he would be a lot tougher because he looked like one of those automatons. It's a red iron. Red iron. I see like the mushrooms. Like I'm assuming I can't just like carve the mushrooms off the tree and like get the stuff. Yeah, it doesn't give us anything. So it's not like we can like pick up food or raw things for cooking later on. Doesn't seem like that kind of deal. More of these explosive guys, and of course there are going to be times where we will have to use something like this to blow up obstacles and whatnot, so keep an eye on those things is nifty. Not a shabby idea. Okay. I saw something lurking in the distance there. I think the big guy is probably going to be past that tower, if I had to guess. Ooh, there's like something glowy. What's the glowy thing? Hand-drawn map? Oh, okay, just another part of the codex. Just nice. I'm not sure if that is something that we need or if it's just a fun collectible.
I'll set up a purifier for it and collect later.
A purifier? Oh, there's a fella. Or if that's the thing that we can set up right now, or if that's something that one of our buddies is going to take care of when the time comes. Anything back this way that I missed? Lots of paths that kind of split off, so Probably works the same. Ooh, this looks like a fancy path. What could this be?
Hindra's Brook, aptly named for the spirit of water that flows.
New region discovered. Oh. I didn't really notice these guys until we were kind of in the thick of it. He would run his punk bitch ass away, wouldn't he? I do the cool thing. Ouch. Oh, it took. I think it like hit the tree or something like that because he took no damage. I know they're definitely not impervious to physics bullshit because they got real bad last time. Oh, I did take the wood though, so maybe. Okay, so maybe like if you chop down trees, maybe you do get resources then. Okay, so there might be situations then where it would be worth our while to knock down trees and shit, but probably only sometimes. Only as needed. Let's go back because yes, this catches my eye. Ooh, fall damage, nice, very nice. Once again, is there anything that I missed back this way? It's just a big old rock. Hitting stuff with stuff. It's a lot of damage, but it takes like a bit of setting up. It was great when we had like a moment when the guy hadn't discovered us yet. It's good when you have like a second or two to kind of queue it up, because yeah, doing it on the fly is a little bit tricky. You do it on the fly, it's very easy to get interrupted. I think I like it more than the ice. The ice, of course, doesn't do any damage on its own. The point.
What a beautiful view.
Icy mountains in the future. I wonder if it'll be like Breath of the Wild, where you'll have to have like different equipment sets to deal with the temperature requirements. Also, look at the. I'm not sure what's going on here. This weird pixelization with the water there. I'm gonna guess that's probably a graphics card thing. Probably a thing with my GPU or like drivers or something needs to be updated, because I don't think it's supposed to do that. This is very, very. It makes me smile. I just think they're neat. So yeah, most things just take a few sword hits and you're pretty much good to go. I could see situations where like maybe you would fight something that has like a really heavy shield and your regular attacks can't break it. I could see a situation there where, oh, okay, now you kind of have to dodge around stuff. Like here's a good example, right? I could be like, hit his ass. Like that's a lot of damage. 145 is really good. Like a normal hit is 38, 52. That's a lot of damage, but yeah, it's like kind of awkward doing the setup for it in the heat of the moment versus if you have kind of like a second to yourself. Or weird pixely water thing. Water effect. And of course, some things are too heavy. Like these rocks are too big and too heavy. Small boys. 160. There we go. So it whittles them down pretty good. Whittles them just a whittle bit. Well, cobalt iron. We got lots of health, so now we're good. I was wondering if I should if I could push this over the edge. It's got wheels. I saw something. Thought I saw something moving. Moving at me. I wonder if we're gonna get to explore some of these faraway places, like that bridge, of course. Like, I wonder if this is just eye candy or if this is a sneak peek of what's to come with later on in the game. I don't think this game is early access. I think this is... I mean, I'm sure it's a game that they'll be patching from time to time. We've already seen a few, like, little visual oddities a little bit. But I don't think it's an early access game. I think like, it is a feature-complete game, I think. feature and an area complete game. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong. We got Grim in the house. What's up, Grim? It's always a party. Always a party when we get Grim in the house. Good to see you, bud. We're playing a cool little game. It's called Eternal Strands. It just came out today. And I'm liking it a lot. It is, granted, I am biased because it reminds me a lot of Breath of the Wild. And I never did play Shadow of the Colossus, but I've watched other people play it, and that game looks fucking incredible. Oh, I made him hurt his own bro. It's friendly fire. Oh, there's like a parrying. Can I do that again? Oh, my guy's tired. Or my girl's tired. There's like a parry and repost. That's dope. I did not know that, but that makes me feel like a real gamer. It's also a very generous parry. It's a very generous one. Like the timing, it's not crackerjack timing like it is in Dark Souls. Also, yeah, I noticed this earlier. So when you stand on ice, do you take damage? Yes, you do. Not a ton of damage, but enough. So if we can get some fire magic, we could counteract the ice. But all we got is our own ice and gravity. So, but yeah, I had the same reaction, Grim, where I checked the Steam page and I was like, yeah, the Steam page says nothing about early access, so I think it is a Dunzo experience. Yo, we want to stop moving so I can get your... Okay, never mind. Here, I gotta aim up a little bit higher. Damn it. Okay, that's fine. There's two of them. Ouch, that's a lot of damage. 227 is not a small amount. Can I parry a range shot? You can in Breath of the Wild. Yes, but it didn't do anything fancy. Oh! Get fucked! Fall damage. Now I will take fall damage if I chase. Can I... Hold on, can I fuck him up with gravity? Oh, I can grab you, can't I? Oh my god, can I just fucking yeet his ass? Get fucking yeeted, idiot. He's still trying to shoot shit. Oh, he's dead. Okay. Actually, what I wanted to do was launch him off the cliff, but that works too. That works too. That actually makes me happy that you can just fucking launch the dudes. I tried launching a dude into another dude, beating a motherfucker with another motherfucker, but either it didn't work or I just didn't have the right setup for it. So I don't think you can just like damage somebody by throwing a bro into a bro. Ooh, treasure chest. See, this is dangerous, man. This is one of those games where it's gonna be so easy. This encourages my worst habits when I play games like this, where I'm like, ooh, yeah, let me just explore, let me look for secrets, and just forget all about the main quest. Just fuck right off and be doing my own little thing. And meanwhile, you know, Calamity Ganon is still, you know, killing people. Zelda's trying to hold him at bay, and I'm over here just catching fish and just fucking off, being a little idiot. Same kind of thing with this game, where it's like I'm gonna be encouraged to explore and try to find secrets and just be a general shitter, as opposed to being a hero that saves the day, taking my sweet ass time. That's how it goes. But we'll get the health. There was no health in that one. Guess they won't always be that way. This is probably the right direction though, because like we're seeing a lot of just various artifacts and machinery. I wonder if we're gonna fight that big guy, because I think that big guy is something we're gonna fight at some point. Good thing he missed. Oh. Oh, you go invisible. That's what you do, huh? That's what's out on the streets? 5 damage. Show yourself so I can fuck your shit up. Yeah, now I can, like, do a bit more damage, but not that much. Or if shooting does any more damage? Probably not. But if nothing else... Ouch. There we go, that fucked him up, yeah. Oh, I got poisoned. Tried to roll away from the poison. I dodged the poison. Well, if you need me, I'll just be in the corner taking poison damage over time. Ooh! Ow! Ooh! Ooh! Oh! Elden Ring, oh boy. Gotta check every corner. Well, of course, Elden Ring, like, there's things to find. You know, there's things to check and things to find. There's always those like little corpse. Oh gosh, this is, oh wait, no. I saw the reflection. I was like, oh, what the fuck is that? It's just a regular guy. Just a regular fella. Yeah, with Elden Ring and like and the Soulsborne games, like yeah, you're very much encouraged to try to find the extra things. Oh, he is something special. Ouch. Oh god. I might be oh, I think I'm dead. Yeah. Oh, F to heal. There we go. I think I might have like found myself in a area I should not be finding myself in. So we do have some heals.
Food. Any of these plants look edible?
Dan will put anything in his mouth if he's curious enough.
That's a lot of
He
damage.
doesn't vomit.
Just try not to poison him.
Oh my god, yeah. And the fact that you get, yeah, the fact that you, like, it kind of stun locks you a little bit. I'm out of the heals, by the way. The fact that it stun locks you as you're kind of trying to run away. Can I cheese him? Can I cheese him? Let's see. I do have a bow and arrow, obviously. I did some damage, but... Like, what could he give me upon death? What could he possibly give me that would be worth it? That would be worth getting just positively rolled. It's guarding something. Oh god. Oh god, I'm scared. Oh god, oh fuck, oh god. I mean, if nothing else, this thing... the telekinesis obviously works wonders. We're doing a lot of damage to this guy. Shit. You can't possibly have that much health, can you, bro? There we go, we got his ass. Tough fucking fight, though. Oh, I'm not even allowed to... Oh, it's okay. I would be allowed to pick this up, but my inventory is full. Okay. Well, what's, like, the least exciting thing? Probably just the softwood, because softwood, I sleep. Get that shit out of here. Yeah, the ultimate irony with all that is, like, you're not allowed to pick it up because it's too high level or some shit. That was probably, yeah, that was probably, like, an encounter we weren't necessarily supposed to... We wouldn't be expected to be able to kill. It's guarding some stuff, though, including a fancy chest and a formal complaint. Some lore. Alright, alright. I need more of those potions, because I used all of them. Also, whatever that was fell off the edge, so whatever resource that was supposed to be. Alright, so we get dense fur once again. And then some other, like, higher order things. So, I don't know if I leave. Like, if I leave, will this stuff not be here? Carved resource. I'm gonna, yeah, carved resource or rich boulders. Yeah, that's like easy to find. That's easy to find. So anything that's carved, basically, I think I'm happy to, yeah, forged, tanned. Of course, that one is carved, but it's like a fancy carved one. Exactly, what am I looking at here? It is fleeced hide. Yeah, I'll assume that probably would be a good idea to grab. I will drop... Seems like rough leather is, like, pretty plentiful. I will... It's a tanned resource. Outskirts... Oh, in the crates. I think I'll drop this guy. Okay. I do appreciate the fact that the rocks like show wear and tear. Nice little detail. It's a pain in the ass to fight though, and the fact that yeah that they're able to freeze you and kind of keep you in that little frozen damage over time, so that's pretty brutal. Like how it still bounced. I'm sure you probably noticed that too. There was that weird moment where I did that little jump, like sprint and jump attack that kind of launched towards him, but I kind of like changed direction midair because he dodged me. So like the way we kind of snapped to him was kind of a little bit awkward, but that's okay though. I wonder if I'm getting closer to the objective. Second loom gate, and also yeah. So this is actually might be close to the loom gate. I mean, I see like big structure, and I just assume I'm going the right way.
This must
Dangerous
be
lake.
Dangerous Lake.
But lakes are still. Why name it after the spirit of flowing water?
More the dogs. Or they're probably wolves. More wolf-like than they are dog-like. On button. This thing might be too heavy. Eh. Yeah, it's a little bit clunky. There we go. Oh my god, my person's tired. Yeah, I need to mine the stamina. There we go. Oh, jeez. Alright, not quite on the parry with that one. There we go. There's the parry. They're stunned, but I got tired too. So we were both just kind of looking at each other tired. Let's see. There's actually I should break that so I can get more of the health. There we go. We got capacity for one more of those. Rock you like a hurricane. I got some heavy news for you, yeah. Grim, the next time I'm like, I need some snarky one-liners. The next time I need some snarky one-liners, you're gonna be the first one I'm gonna call. But you know how it is with some games though, where like the protagonist makes like snarky one-liners and they're like really fun the first couple times, but then you hear them every single time they like attack an enemy or something like that, and there's like 3 of them that they do, and after a while it's like, oh god, please, come up with some new material, please. So I would request that you just hit me with the same ones over and over again, so that I become, it's like I start losing my sanity. Oh, he moved. Thankfully, he had no idea. Bro had no fucking clue. He didn't drop anything, but that's fine. Diplomatic immunity. I can break these, right? I can break these cuffs. Cuff leather. Okay. So this is that miasma stuff that, yeah, going there would be a bad idea, because that would hurt me a bunch. It would slurp my health. Not the way I enjoy being slurped. Yeah, but there's a bunch of resources. There's a bunch of stuff I want. So that's like how they presumably gate you from going too far off the beaten path there. I probably took on that fight against the wolf fellow that was maybe harder than was expected or intended for somebody of my level. We were still able to access it, so it wasn't like a sequence break necessarily. But yeah, that little area going past that miasma, that is very much forbidden. Oh, there's the big guy. Oh shit, am I ready? Am I ready for the big guy fight? Well, I embarrassed myself a little rough against the ice fella. Maybe I can redeem myself.
I was right.
This is a great arc.
A great one.
No question.
It isn't moving. I'll get
But I'm pretty sure he's gonna spring to life and try to fuck our shit up. And a mask? Oh, it's designs for... Okay, so like more equipment. Interesting. I'm a little bit nervous, although I don't see any obvious healing items near him. Oh, I say this if there's a tonic right there. This one's shiny. Why is this one shiny? I can't really do much with it. And it's too heavy to lift. I can do 5 damage to it with my strongest attack. Yeah, not much. Not much, obviously. Alright, well, let's go ahead and go close to this thing and see what happens. Press E to climb and to get close to something. Cool. Do I climb on him? Sure. Let's climb on him. I try to scratch his butt. How's it going, big guy?
An arc of the stricken earth, I would guess.
Bring a piece of it back to camp.
Any chance you could bring a piece of it back to camp?
Doubt my sword is strong enough.
Too bad. Strange
It's just a piece of it.
Maybe the second loom gate will tell us more. Enclave constructs are believed to be interconnected in many ways.
So he's not coming to life. I thought for sure I had to fight him, but maybe that's later. Maybe this is the game saying like, all right, this is a tease. Oh, look at this. Yeah, there's like a little glowy part here. Maybe they're just teasing us right now. Okay, so we found that at least. I almost wonder if I did this out of order. Finding him before the loom gate. Oh wow, we went really off the beaten path. Well, maybe not. Maybe not too bad. It's called Feller's Arc. In fact, if I go to quests, further into the hollow. Okay. Oops. We might even be able to just see it from afar. If we find like a good vantage point. Ooh, treasure chest. Man, you just saw in real time how that happens with games like this from over here. Like, oh yes, if I strategize myself correctly, I can find our objective, and then I crest a hill and I see a shiny. I go, ooh, shiny. I know I'm not the only one that where that kind of thing happens to as they play games like this. I know I'm not the only one, but I am especially egregious, more than I think I want to admit to. Oh, see him? That guy like bopped around a little bit. Bonk. That one's too heavy. Ouch. There we go. There's that parry. Got his ass. Got them both. Both asses acquired. I'm impressed and grateful that the parry window for a proper and full parry or post is pretty generous compared to Dark Souls, compared to, you know, what we're used to with how other games do this kind of thing. Oh my. Oh, I was all excited when I saw that shiny. Oh, here we go.
That's the edge of how far I can push the scry.
So it's like you,
like in the Veil's shadow.
You'll take that damage over time, I think, basically, if you go beyond the Veil. With some more kind of thing here too. Yeah, it looks like this is a limit. Ceremonial kindling. It's a bunch of nice things. I like nice things. It's 3 stars, 3 tiers. For fears. In that baggie? Yes, actually. So they don't always. So the sparkly things aren't always the end all be all when it comes to things that grant resources and such. Seems like that's like the priority. Like that's more likely to have something shiny, but not always. Speaking of something shiny, I think the treasure chest was up this way. Oh, another invisible fella. It's a stanky, poisony fella as well. That's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. Ouch. I think I healed. There's 2 of them. Oh, she's tired. I should let her rest. Oh, she is dead. Oh, did that kill him? I was actually gonna just throw him off the edge and just say fuck this shit, but I think I think I somehow killed him in midair. I'm not exactly sure how I did, but apparently we're just too good. So vexed fabric, vexed cambric leads. We can kill it. That's right. That's exactly what we did. I think I'll hold off on picking that up. Get that treasure chest wherever it was, because I saw it from afar and it was on this side, I think. Oh, there it is. There it is. That's what I saw from afar and I got excited. Was it worth it? Not really. Not really. As far as the other loom gate goes, I think over there is closer to where we saw the big guy. I see a shiny down there. Maybe we haven't been on that side then. It's nice you can kind of grab onto things in midair, if need be. To avoid fall damage, like if you're near a grabbable surface. Oh. So I'm able to pick him up and fling him. I think. Did I fling him? A little bit of damage. Yeah, it seems like grabbing them is a... Oh, oh, there we go. Fling against the wall. There we go. That's a decent way to deal with them. But not foolproof. They still hurt real bad. Heals. There we go. Oof. We're out of stamina again. Got to do another heal. There we go. That's one. I think he's dead. He is. Dealing with poison is a pain in the butt. Where are you? Now he's dead. A bunch of stuff I really can't pick up because I don't have the inventory space for it. Well, I don't think I like being in this area where there's clearly things I'm not meant. I suspect I'm not meant to fight. Mycologist. My brain went to gynecologist. My brain absolutely went to gynecologist. No question. I think those are different things. Let's go back this way. Try ruin this dude's whole fucking career. I wouldn't shock if it was back this way. That's where it came from. In fact, if I kind of circle back towards where we came from, and maybe pick some alternate paths, I bet we'll lay eyes on the thing. Also, is this a cape? Oh, that's where we fought the wolf thing. Yeah, it's where we fought the wolf fella. That was a rough time. Can I pick this up too? Oh, he shot it. Ouch. He shot it midair, and I was all excited. Alright, so I'm glad that I actually am finding more of those potions. Earlier, it felt like they were so plentiful, and now that I'm actually needing to go through them, I'm eating a big old slice of humble pie right now with how confident I was earlier. There we go. Couple of those puppies. Oh, wrong button, wrong button. There we go. Get that parry. There we go. It's not like a crazy amount of damage with that parry, but it's good enough though. It's good enough. We got Godfather. What's up, Godfather? How am I liking the game? I am liking it. It's the narrative stuff is a little, I don't know, a little formulaic, like a little cliche. The story isn't bad. It's just fine. And the way the cutscenes shift back and forth between like 2D cutscenes and like full 3D character model stuff can be a little jarring, honestly. I don't mind it so much, but I know other people are not as big of a fan. So like the narrative and the character interactions, they're just kind of cliche, honestly. So it's not bad, but it's just fine. The gameplay though is quite good. I'm really enjoying the way the combat works. The world is fun to explore. There's some like genuinely challenging things to fight, and also stuff that's like fairly easy. So it's like it's no Dark Souls that's just gonna kick the shit out of you, but it's also like there's things that bring the heat for sure. Seems like the monsters respawn too, which is not a bad thing, obviously, but is that the little... I see that that ice thing in the walls. I'm over here like, what's that? Wonder if that's where those ice wolves maybe were coming from. Is that what that guy is? No, I think it's a standard one. Be careful, because it's really easy to... Oh my god. Really easy to overextend with the stamina. I'm trying to get a parry going. You have to, like, be facing them. Which kind of makes sense. Which honestly makes sense. Because, yeah, when you're surrounded like this, that's a little rough. That was just 2 blocks. There we go. But I'm out of stamina, right, so I can't really capitalize. Oh my god. There we go. Because it takes a lot of stamina to parry something, so that's the other issue, too. There we go. Yeah, so it's really easy to get overwhelmed when you're having to face down a bunch of stuff like that. But yeah, there was that ice cavern that I saw in the distance. I think it was back this way. The treasure chest over there, which I'm curious about, but I kind of want to do one thing at a time here. It goes back this way. Don't have any more heals available to me. If I see something scary, I need to be wise or engaging. Is this on Game Pass? You know what? That's a good point. I think this game is on Game Pass. I'm playing it on Steam. So I got a review key to check it out. Yeah, so we would need fire magic to go through here because the ice, yeah, it's like that little screen effect. The ice actually would hurt us if we were to persist. Now, what if I pop one of these things in there? That does start a fire. It does melt some of it. Does it melt enough of it? Count. Not really. Not really. I mean, unless I had like a bunch of them, but now we'll have to come back later when we have like some kind of fire magic. Because right now we have ice magic and that gravity well magic that I like a lot. I like the gravity magic a lot, but the ice is great, but it's kind of a so speaking of which, I'm just gonna launch him off the edge so I can face this one alone. Actually, can I just have you die to fall damage? yes, you can. You absolutely can just kill him to fall damage. There you go. In a situation like that, we just have that do the maybe not the heavy lifting, for us, but the work for us, if nothing else. Yeah, cobalt iron. Those stairs do not look familiar. I don't think I've been there before, so I might jump back down and kind of circle back around to that. I'm gonna jump back down because... Oh, is that the chest I saw? Might be. Steel. Steel, steel, and more steel. Just a little pick-me-up. Very good. I was saying earlier, Grimm's he's got the puns on lock, man. Got the shit taken care of for us. Oh, I will break that bag so I can get more. Actually, let's do one of these. I'll break that bag and his face. 0 damage. Oh, I think I smacked myself with a rock by accident. So good to know you can absolutely friendly fire physics yourself if you're not careful. Here we go. This feels like we're getting closer to the matter at hand. You know, one thing I will say about this game, when it comes to how the quests have been progressing and that kind of thing so far, I'm legitimately grateful that the game didn't just say, like, follow this waypoint to find the objective. The game threw you into this map and said, I don't know, it's somewhere out there, fuck it. So I really appreciate that, because in the tutorial or in the prologue, we were just following waypoints, and I was like, I didn't say anything, but in my mind, I was like, shit. Is this going to be one of those games where everything is a waypoint and everything is just a guided experience? You know, I always love to talk about how, you know, back in my day, I'm an old aging gamer. I I always love to... Can I grab them? There we go. I was gonna say you can sometimes grab them. I always love to talk about how I loved Morrowind back in the day. Very much a fan of that kind of old school approach to letting you get lost a little bit. Maybe not get lost, but not holding your hand through go here and then go here, then go here. Like just letting you kind of fuck around a little bit, fucking around and then finding out maybe. So that's reassuring to me. Also, I don't think I have to climb this. I just was wondering if there's anything cool up here. Probably can't. So maybe I can. Yeah, there we go. Can kind of do one of those little maneuvers. But again, no glider like we have in Breath of the Wild, so I can't just like hang glide down. Well, that's fine. But yeah, I'm thinking this probably means we're getting fairly close to where we need to be. Pick one of those I can get. That guy. Get parried, idiot. Woo! Just in time, too. I was watching slowly my stamina get its ass back. What's it say? Carastone. I thought it said Carcassonne, like the board game, and I was gonna wonder if that was like some kind of tie-in. This bridge is what first led us to this side. Yeah, I remember seeing that ice thingy. I'll just climb this tree. The little frosty zone. Get a better look. Because now we're getting fairly close to where we first came from. And I guess it wouldn't be the end of the world to go back to the base and deposit our stuff, because our inventory is very, very full. I don't know if that's even allowed, or if they would be like, you're not done with your quest yet. Ouch, fall damage. Maybe I shouldn't just jump off the cliff, off the waterfall. I'm kind of split on whether or not I like that bad guys respawn. It seems like crates that have resources, I think they also respawn? Or they're just so plentiful that you know, you never find yourself wanting. There's always more to glean. So it's like, you don't have to, like, seek out every little resource drop if you don't want to. I think this is back to where we came from, I think. So if I wanted to, like, quickly deposit my stiff. I think this was the... Yeah, this was the vista from the start. This catches my eye, though. So is it there for show, or does it lead to something? I think that's just... some leather, maybe? Okay, yeah, nothing fancy. Just random little bags of just, yeah, standard rough leather. Nothing fancy. However, yeah, that was placed presumably to catch our eye. What are they hiding? What secrets could be up here, if any? You know, this can be deconstructed if you have the right kind of weapon, the right kind of resources. I do not have what is necessary to deconstruct those, but they are shiny. And this is shiny. Mole's Missive. Some higher order resources. Just broke that man's sleeping bag. Okay, so that's probably what that was ultimately trying to kind of nudge us towards. I don't know if somersaulting upon landing helps to nullify fall damage, but I grew up in the age of Ocarina of Time where you somersault when you land to not take fall damage. That's how it works. So can I deposit my stuff real quick and then just head back out there? find that gloom gate. Loom gate, not gloom gate. Is it nighttime now? It's still day 1. Okay, so I think we're good. Yeah, I think that deposited things. In fact, I guess it would show... Here we go, yeah, tanned resource. Yeah, here we go. I was confused why carved resources were so low, then I was like, oh, right, I dropped all my carved things because I was like, oh, those are probably easy to find. Oh, it said nighttime, by the way. Ooh, maybe we'll have, like, different things to fight at nighttime. That'd be kind of cool. Maybe the monsters are more strong. Let's see, what are we up to right now? Okay, so yeah, so our inventory did indeed reset, as expected, as hoped. And of course, there was a bunch of like basic resources that I did not pick up earlier. That's the fire version of the wolves, which we fought before, but I guess only appear at nighttime, because we definitely didn't see them in daytime earlier. That's something they teach paratroop. No, I think you're exactly right. And honestly, just from a physics perspective, I understand the idea behind it. Because, yeah, when you fall down, you know, you have momentum, you have energy pulling you towards the ground, you know, pulling you forward. It's the idea of dispersing some of that energy. And to, like, move with that momentum, to move with the direction of that energy. It makes perfect sense that would diminish, you know, that, like, suddenly stopping your body by hitting the ground, you know, because that's how, what they always say. It's, you know, it's not the fall that's the problem, it's the landing. It's suddenly stopping. So just landing on the ground and just having all that equal and opposite reaction hitting, like, you know, your legs or your joints, what have you, makes perfect sense. That kind of going for a more curved landing where you can kind of roll out of it. Yeah, it makes all the sense in the world. I just don't know how like gamified it is, like for a game like this necessarily. I don't know if when I press the somersault button, if it is actually doing anything worth a damn, or if I'm just doing it because it looks cool. It give me anything? I don't think it did. Now the downside, I mean the plus side of coming here at nighttime is that, yeah, some of the monsters are going to be different, and it just looks cool. The downside is that it will inevitably be harder to see things. But it's not, like, that dark. So, at least it's not one of those games where nighttime rolls around and you're like, oh god, like in squinto version the whole time. Squinto vision, rather. Not squinto version. I think I was onto something, though, when we were kind of first hunting around in that area that led us to the automaton, because I was thinking that, like, oh, maybe they're both near each other. These two objectives that we're searching for, because we found the first one already, or I guess actually we might have found the second one. We might have done it out of order. Can I, like, push this? I can roll it down the hill. We already climbed that hill. I feel pretty satisfied knowing there's nothing up there. A couple bad guys, but nothing too crazy. Yeah, because I remember seeing this. I remember seeing the pipes and thinking, okay, yeah, this is probably gonna lead us to something key. These guys. That guy never noticed me. That's hilarious. Soft wood, but hard leather, just the way I like it. That was satisfying, doing that little jump attack. It's not like doing like a jump slash in Zelda necessarily. You have to actually time it, but it is fun. I'm glad that I'm getting a little bit more comfortable with the combat system. It's certainly no Dark Souls. And it's also no Zelda either. But I enjoy. I enjoy. For those fire fellows. There's that spiral we saw earlier. That is not the same thing as the loom gates. The fruit of the loom gates. There's a... In fact, yeah, maybe if nothing else, I should be like... using this as an opportunity to see things from afar. There's a treasure chest we never did open. Oh, shit. I was gonna say that was dangerous letting go like that. Bonk. Can I get more? Eh. I was hoping that would do more damage because it's such a much larger thingy. That was a satisfying little dodge roll maneuver. That was kind of sick. We're good on heals. But how are we on feels? I'm gonna get this guy. I think this is the path that leads to... Oh, can I pick it up? Oh, I could pick it up. Okay. Oh, I did take a little bit of damage. That's what it was. I think this is the path that leads to the big guy, honestly. Hold on, I want to see if I can kill these guys to full damage. It was very satisfying just yoinking them earlier. Like, it's a lot of damage, but not quite enough to kill. Of course, you can just do this. Wait, does he not know where I am? Unfortunately, he's dodging. Oh, he is actually dodging. Okay, I thought maybe he was just getting lucky with his movements. Yeah, he is actually dodging. Which is actually impressive. Usually in games like this, hanging back and picking dudes off with a like a ranged weapon is like cheat mode, or like easy mode at least. Oh god, he's fighting something else though. Or maybe not, maybe not. I thought they were maybe fighting against the invisible guys. They're probably all on the same side, though, let's be real. And look at that, my inventory is already filled up. But who is anybody surprised by that? Or knows I'm not. Oh. Alright, so you can corner them, obviously. You can also just fucking launch them. And full damage gets the job done. That's talk about easy mode, right? Like that is a very fun way to deal with those guys. Is it fair? Is it like a little cheaty? Yeah. Yeah, it's a little cheaty. That's okay. Oh, is that it up there? That might be it up there, actually. Ooh, do I want to... Ooh, that's scary. Yeah, I know, but I know better. I've learned my lesson with fighting those motherfuckers. Probably they only probably show up at nighttime just because this is probably the higher order areas. Oh, spooky boys. Oh, fucking gamer. Hell yeah, that was extremely intentional. Do not like fighting these guys. The good news is... I was about to say, the good news is that it's like a decent way to deal with them is... Oh, there we go. A decent way to deal with them is to go for the, use that gravity well move and just fucking yoink their asses. Even then, that can be a little bit tricky, but it's a good way to, like, kind of control them a little bit. You're the one kind of in control of the situation. Versus going like, oh god, where'd they go? What the fuck are they doing? I'm the one in control. Alright, so if I fall down, I will get teleport, or I don't know what'll happen if I fall down. Just don't fall down. And now there's this. Now we did find the second objective, so sure enough it was at the top of this little pillar.
This must be the second loom gate.
What's covering the base?
What's up, Todd? That's our boy Poobah. Shall we get close?
A lot of debris on the platform. I could clear it with kinetic magic.
What about the loom gate itself? Is it functional?
No sign of life, but see that cloud of raw magic? It's leaking from the broken pipe near the edge of the platform.
So we have 2 powerless loom gates and a tangle leaking out of an enclave construction. I wonder if Lane still has that treatise we picked up in Taza.
Bonk.
And he's gone. Good news. Lane found a shortcut back to our camp for you, and we've got the wisp working.
The wisp?
Watcher's wisp. Channel a little magic into your earpiece. I'll redirect it to guide you from the scry to the shortcut.
Oh. Conjure a wisp. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, I was saying earlier how, oh boy, it's kind of nice that I'm encouraged to explore. But I guess that's the thing. Here's a function that, if you want to, can guide you to your next main thing. Just something weird in there. And also a recipe for an opportunist's curse. Also a bunch of bad guys over yonder. Can't say I'm surprised. And I do not need the heals, at least not right now. So return to base. So they were saying V
Good.
brings you, yeah, they're saying back that way, which presumes to say, yeah, they're just trying to say, yeah, get back to the base. Back to the base as the next objective. However, all right, well, one thing they were saying is that I can clear the path with the fun magic, but some of the shit's too heavy, I think. Oh, maybe it's not, maybe it's not. Eh. You can launch a bunch of the stuff, however... Yeah, there's some stuff here. Well, actually, no, I can still reach through the goop.
With the debris gone, this loom gate doesn't appear to be in poor shape at all.
Even though I
should see if
can't
the others
walk
have
through
any
that area, I
of
can
this
still
place.
reach stuff out of it, which is nice. So that's nice. But doesn't help the fact this thing is still unusable. So that's no bueno. Alright, but my curiosity knows no bounds. Thing's too heavy. There we go. What's inside of here, if anything? As that little note seemed to imply there's something big and scary here. What I see is a door that is closed and a treasure chest. Some cool stuff in there for sure. But yeah, but it's all caved in. It's all very sad. So nothing we can do with this right now. At least we successfully ignored a warning of danger and trounced forward by exploring, and we're all the better for it. This motherfucker would throw a lunchbox at you. Then you'll feel really silly. Dude just fucking falls and dies in front of him. The creature's like, I don't really care. That guy was a dick anyway. So that way is where we ultimately need to go. And what they're, I think, again, what they're just really getting at is just get your ass back to base. Are there other questy things? We have all active quests. Main story quests. Epic hunt quest. We did clear the debris, which was nice, but doesn't actually solve anything for the task at hand. Oh, and look at this. This guy was super close to the gate. So I didn't notice this earlier. This little wooden path. That's kind of cool. Out of curiosity, now that I've explored the gate, will something different happen when I interact with the big guy? I wonder. Oops, wrong button. What about the coral? I will try it. I will try to talk to the guy, or not talk to him, and interact with him, or just get close to him and just see what happens. Especially at nighttime. If there was ever a time for like something to get weird, nighttime would be a time for something like this to start gallivanting around and being a shitter. Yeah, nothing's happening, so I think we're fine. For now. So if nothing else, that little wispy thing saves me the trouble of having to look at my map and going, okay, well, which direction as the crow flies do I need to go here? Oh, there's also cooldown for it, so you can't just spam it. Which is, yeah, probably for the best, honestly. Let's see, do I want me to go through that door? I don't know if I actually can. Oh, hello. Can I just fucking launch them through the thing? They take the fall damage, but they didn't die. Oh, they're coming back. They're coming back. Oh, yep. Here he comes. Oh, Lord, he's coming. Get parried, idiot. Oh, maybe I'm going the wrong way. Maybe I'm a big dum-dum.
That should be it. According to my map, it's a man-made tunnel that
Oh, never mind. We're not going back. We're going further. Even further beyond. As we saw this earlier. Or maybe this is just another way to get back. Maybe that's what it is. What's up, Justin? Getting some snow where you're at? That's exciting. If you want that. If you want snow, that is. So never mind. This is just us going back to base.
Fill her in.
Fill me in, yes. Fill me up.
We believe we found a way to activate
Top me off, please.
in our camp and in Glintwood Hollow.
– Are you sure?
Ask the team if they're safe.
What are the odds the first one through the loom gate gets,
Yeah. Unspilling would be bad.
Justin says, listen, no, I want people to complain about the snow.
Unspooling in what we know about loom gates. Not that we've retained much. The idea that one can be disintegrated down to fibers is likely an urban legend.
It's probably an urban legend. Well, that's encouraging. It's probably not going to cause us to die horribly.
What made the Enclave remarkable was not merely their constructs, but their ability to power them. It has long been rumored that beneath our very feet exists an extensive magical network known as the Tapestry. The pipe you found in Glintwood Hollow is proof of its existence. It must be a conduit that directs raw magic to the loom gates as a source of power.
And the tangle that formed around it was a leak.
Precisely. Our theory is that patching the rupture will restore power to the gate.
Thankfully, Seven Lane have a plan for that.
We don't know a lot about arcs, but I dug up some old stories from logs that we inherited from a weaver band that broke apart. In notes dated before the Surge, this band managed to get one of the enchanters who worked on the arcs riotously drunk and talking.
Apparently,
It's him drunk, okay.
the arcs have a thin carapace between their skin and their armor plates that's nigh immune to magic. A magically resistant material like that would be perfect to seal a rupture in the tapestry.
So I need to cleave this carapace off the arc. There's no way my sword is strong enough.
Come see me and we can make some improvements to Sola's forge. Which, in turn, means...
I could
Are we going shopping?
Leave the carapace, no problem.
To craft some more stuff?
We'll talk.
Great foresight in removing the debris from the loom gate's platform. We've got a clear workspace once the patch is forged.
Happy to be one step ahead.
Everyone's got a part to play in this. Let's get to work.
Let's get to work. Journal. There's also additional details about the objectives. What's this thing?
The whole band gathers around when I'm away from camp.
Oh, this is what they used to watch my
It's
ass.
nice to have people
I mean,
literally
probably not
watching
just
me.
my ass, but probably my ass. We forged the sword and the shield, so... Oh. Time does pass. Daytime and nighttime, right. So there's extreme. Oh, that's kind of cool. Extreme weather conditions. So it's not like it is in Breath of the Wild where there's like live weather events, but still the fact that yeah things can shift every time you enter and leave an area is pretty cool. New quest says treading water. See that is not being tracked automatically. Let's do this one. There we go. So, Casmian. Sola. Sebastian. Talked to you already. We talked to Damn already. I thought his name was Lean for a second. Sipping on that lean. Oh, over here. I can just watch. I can just follow the objective markers. Change equipment. So if I had different builds, I guess. Yeah, loadouts. So I don't have any loadouts, obviously. Or no other loadouts, that is.
Hey, I know we need to fix up the forge, but before we do, I'd...
Sure. What's up?
I owe you an apology.
Aww.
What for?
Are we making
I've been
friends?
a little cold since you've arrived, and I should have been more welcoming.
Oh, we got bring it in. Bring it in. We gotta hug it out.
I was just
Gotta hug it out.
a lot of stress with everything that happened.
You mean when we ran for our lives from a death cloud into a lost land?
It's the only way. It's the only way to do it.
That, and losing supplies, and Aurea getting injured, and then having a point takeover who,
Lacks experience.
at the time...
I was gonna say it that
that's what it
way.
seemed like. But ever since we arrived, you've been more than proving yourself. You made finding food and water a top priority. That's when I realized our Weaver band is in good hands. I underestimated you when I shouldn't have, and frankly, I was a jerk about it.
It's okay, Cass.
No, it's not. I really am sorry.
Oh, we're being nice.
Thanks.
We're learning about interpersonal relationships
I'd love that.
and building and being friends.
How are you feeling now that we're starting to get settled?
Sometimes it's not always about slaying demons and killing monsters,
If
but
this is
but
settled,
but
I'd
slaying
hate to see us scrambling.
miscommunications
I have a
and
hard time
defeating
letting my guard down when there are
loneliness.
so many unknowns. We're still missing supplies, and our campsite isn't half what it should be. Can't see myself relaxing and smelling the roses anytime soon.
So, I know Sola mentioned improvements to her forge meant being able to hone my sword. What does that entail exactly?
Unfortunately, the missing supplies I mentioned.
So we found quite a few supplies in
Is
our
there a way I can
adventuring.
help you restock?
Right now, we reserve the materials you bring back for your armors and weapons, because that's the priority. But if there's anything you can spare, I can repurpose them into supplies for our campsite.
Sounds simple enough.
Glad to hear it.
Right, so I have a bunch of stuff already. So if I talk to you, yeah, let's talk about resources. Okay. I got a whole bunch of stuff. Talk about the iron that I found. Each resource. Oh, okay, so... Well, yeah, I mean, I have a fuck ton of iron. Camp supplies, right. And I think we said we need 10. Yeah, we need 10 overall. So, yeah, to me, iron's the most... Oh, iron and also this guy. There we go. Let's do a bunch of those guys.
These
So
are
just
a great start.
doesn't really matter. Here are some resources.
With the supplies we've got
Just
already,
various
we can shape
things.
up our campsite. We lost a lot of stuff when we were running for our lives, and frankly, our setup is only half of what it should be. But we can rebuild,
What do you have in mind?
like we discussed.
We build a rocket
Sola
launcher.
could forge better weapons with improvements to our smithy. Like honing your sword so it can cut through arc armor. Alternatively, Dom could certainly care better for our mantles with new tools for weaving. And to keep
Assuming
you in
weaving would
fighting
be like
form,
armor,
having
probably.
Lane's alchemical tools in top form is invaluable. There's no end to the improvements we could make around here. And everyone's lives would be safer for it.
What about you?
Me? Oh, I don't need anything.
I don't need anything. I just need your friendship
There must be something.
and undying loyalty.
I mean, would new shelves be nice? Sure. I also have some ideas for your supply pouches. But don't worry about me. I'm fine. Right now, improving Solace Forge is more important.
Kaz.
And of course, we'll put, it's like, you know, it's okay. Your shelves will happen too, I promise.
Shells you'll get. We'll organize the crap out of this place in no time.
No, I don't need them. I mean, it would be nice, but
Come on. Say it with me.
You're getting those shelves, motherfucker. We're going to IKEA.
Shelves.
Right now. Okay, maybe not right now. It's kind of late, but
Yeah. I thought that was a stretch too.
get your ass in the car. We're going to IKEA. We're getting those shelves, and you're gonna like it. And you're getting those meatballs. I'm kind of so-so on the meatballs, honestly. I like an IKEA experience. It is fun. Meatballs are just okay. They're I don't hate them, but I don't love them. Upgrade station. We got 10 of the resources. Ba-ba-boom! Now we're cooking.
Sola is delighted with it. She can refine your sword as soon as you'd like. Great work, Bryn.
Turns out we make a pretty good team. This campsite will be top of the line in no time.
Yeah. We're definitely going to need to start directing a water flow to the camp. Maybe even install a fountain in the back. Would help to get a garden going in here too. Fruits, vegetables, medicinal herbs. Oh, that reminds me, we'll need the...
I'm not just getting all carried away.
Do you ever take a break? You know, to enjoy a job well done?
Sure. Sometimes. Once there are fewer fires to put out, I'll relax. I swear.
Just try to remember, it's not the end of the world if you take a break. Someone will step in to help lighten your load.
It doesn't always feel like the others realize how much needs to get done.
Then tell
Oh,
them.
we're learning more life
Like how you
lessons.
told me we needed supplies. I stepped in to help, didn't I?
You did. I see your point.
The others will do the same.
Maybe. I'd better get back to work, but...
Good. Good, good, good. Excuse me. Whew. Alright, time to upgrade some shit. Get our sword all more swordy. More stabby. Swordy and stabby. Or we'll get sorted out.
I knew we'd recover. We always do. Still feels nice to have my core tools back this quickly.
Still a long way to go, but we'll get there.
Speaking of, I've something for you.
Oh, is it a pony?
We've been scavenging around the way station.
Useful
finding a
resources,
fair
lame.
amount of useful materials. They're stored.
I know, it's really
away
subtle,
ready.
Justin. I'm really
Should be
clever.
enough to reforge your sword as we discussed.
Can you also
What else can you reforge? Yeah, creamy chicken noodle soup. That sounds pretty cozy.
Sure can. Weapons or armor.
Weapons or armor,
we
okay.
can rework them with different materials as you prefer.
What should I expect from a...
It depends on the materials we use. Some hold edge better, making your swipes that much more deadly. Others make your gear lighter. Or, for something like armor, change the way it handles heat and cold.
Sounds like it's time to make something that can punch through arc armor.
That
All right. So we already so they gave us some stuff, which is nice. Couple lower quality gears, or gear rather, lower quality materials. Original materials are reclaimed. That's nice. Change the appearance and stats. Very nice. So we got our dinky ass little wooden shield, mundane, boring. Oh, sword and shield even. With the bow, of course. Our armor, bracers, leg armor, the whole 9 yards. Out of curiosity, what about crafting? New arms and armor. 'Cause that's what I'm also curious about. Some quests require crafting. 'Cause yeah, we've seen some recipes. Oh, that's cool. It's cool. Gives us like a visual preview. That's kind of neat. So that's the stuff we already have, I think, basically. Yeah, mundane. So that's stuff we already have. Let's see. Oh, when they see woven resource. Oh, interesting. Okay. So it really isn't just a matter of find the thing that fits the bill. It's here's a series of woven resources and a series of forged resources, and pick and choose. That's kind of cool. Because yeah, that's a slot that I don't have. Let's do the reforging thing first, just because that's more important, more immediate. That is. So right now it's rough leather, but yeah, we could up the ante to hard leather, thick hide. Yeah, so I guess really any of these things. So it's probably worth our while. Yeah, to just go for one of the green ones. Green or blue or purple, you know, whatever the highest order there is. So good weapon power, but worse resistance. If I really think of like this, oh, I guess it's the sword and the shield. That's what the difference is. So the resistance probably wouldn't be a shabby idea. Up 10 versus up 6. Sure, we'll play it safe with the hard leather. Iron. I only have 2 of these guys, so I can't quite go for these guys. Go for those. Yeah, really, it's at that point, it's pick one. Those cold guys were kind of a pain in the ass, so I'd probably go for this one. And then sounds good. And then just one of these. Probably just whatever the nicest one is. Yeah. There we go. We forge it. So we need to find recipes or yeah, really just recipes or blueprints, I guess, to be able to build entirely new things.
There you
craft
go.
entirely new things.
Not just good as new. Better.
Now that I can cut the carapace free, what's next?
Whenever the band is collaborating on a problem, I'm often the one to create the design, and you'll put it together with me. At least normally they're my designs.
It's a pretty cool crafting system. I can appreciate how instead of
With
oh, you have
carapace
to like
and
go
enough metal, I can
kill this
forge his
one
patch
specific
with the
thing
conduit.
and get me this one resource, and you have to kill 12 of them. I appreciate the idea of like really any woven thing, any forged thing, any crafted thing or tanned thing, but generally speaking, the higher quality ingredients are preferred. That's kind of a nice little
Any
system.
particular metal required?
No, just
Yeah, it's enough of the same type, right?
Seb and I try to keep our designs flexible to work with whatever we've got in the caravan. Once you have everything we need, we'll forge the patch here.
That's pretty cool. I like it. And we got a new patch or blueprint thingy. Leave the carapace, what they say.
Find a way out of here.
There's the quest. So we need the carapace, and then just 5 forged resources. The sword we're already good on. So I can do. It's a light. Hold on. What's the? Oh, it's slightly better resistance, and also your magic goes up. Which Opportunist Curse. That's kind of cool. So I think I want to go ahead and craft one of these. Just because, like, this is a slot that's not otherwise being used right now. Might as well. So I would say, yeah, armor. Does it go down by 5? Is that what that means? Or does it go down to 5? I'm assuming it goes down by 5. Yeah, so that's pretty rough for heat resistance. That one's way better, or way nice for the heat resistance at least. Then for this guy, yeah, same kind of thing. At some point, I should find more of that steel. That helps to shore that up a little bit. The same kind of thing here. Can't give it more of the same. There we go. So craft that bad boy. So now we have like that. That's an equipment slot that was not being used up. So we might as well. That's like a really nice and convenient way to get ourselves a little bit more armor, a little bit more resistance as well. I like how also depending on what you pump in to the material, it causes the effect or the visuals to change, which is kind of cool. The aesthetic. So if you wanted to, you can make yourself, you know, very, very fashion oriented. Make yourself real fancy. And straight up upgrade. Certain materials are just better, right? So if we wanted to upgrade, we would need. Okay, here's where you are getting into specific things. We don't have the dense Akala for. Actually, no, we did, but I just spent a bunch of it. We could upgrade our bow. You only get a little bit of weapon power. So I guess that's the thing. It's like maybe it's better to reforge versus just straight up upgrade. So our sword is significantly upgraded, or has been reforged to like have better materials. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Does our sword look different? Probably not. Probably doesn't really look different at this point. And then, otherwise, I think we just head back out. The one thing I was curious, that one lady, the lady out here, she was talking about like, oh yeah, I might be able to like make you some new inventory packs, that kind of thing. Upgrade station. Costs 20 resources. So, okay, so you can't just like go full hog on upgrading everybody. Cold resistance and oh, that's kind of nice. Mental powers. More slots available in my pack, and the scale will be able to pull up to 4 resources. Safety. 15 slots. Oh, so I'm guessing that means my inventory, probably. That's probably what that means. I'll say yes. But I have to salvage first. So what are some things that I can salvage? Yeah, I mean, this is an obvious one. So many of these things. Sure. that works too. Make it so. Swing. So, yeah, that obviously does max it out. Mantle powers. I'm assuming that's like the magic stuff, I'm guessing, but the cost goes significantly up. Well, actually, no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Only for him. I guess because his stuff is like really fancy. Okay. I said we go fight that motherfucker then. I think we're good. Oh, but first, before I do anything, pet the strange dog. The strange but good dog. There we go.
Oh yeah, it's Lane, by the way.
What's that?
They don't like to be called Lane Free.
Everything else has been deposited, I think. Yes.
That's the
Sure
name
enough, it has.
Lane is the
And I noticed that I still have. Oh, the quest item. I'm assuming that like does not take up inventory slots.
Didn't realize.
There's no option to drop them, so yeah, I don't think it does either. I think it's just there for these kinds of interactions. Out we go. Right, so now the question of, is that guy just gonna let us remove his carapace, or is he gonna give us some sass? Right, so there you can see, our inventory did go up. Our capacity did go up, which is good. Which is good because my inventory was getting real full. That's kind of nice, though, because now we have a vested interest in collecting some of those lower order resources. Now, normally it's like, oh, I would just ignore the rough leather or the soft wood, the iron. But now, okay, well, since you can use those as just raw upgrade resources, suddenly it's kind of still in our best interest. bonked. I got poisoned. I see you. I see you. Hey-ya. Ouch. I'm not gonna fling him off the edge because I want whatever he drops. I was supposed to kill you, bro. What? These guys are very not nice. I don't like them, and I'm starting to think the feeling is mutual. They don't like me either. I think that was a book I just broke. That guy's over here trying to outlaw reading, apparently. These monsters learn how to read, then they'll be even more dangerous. Well, if nothing else, I definitely need to make sure I have max healing capability going in. So I could see myself getting absolutely rolled by the big guy. Bonk. Oh, he moved. Ouch. Sometimes they like really strike fast. Other times it's like really obvious. They go like, yeah, like they really rear back before going for you. Other times they just fucking snipe you. This means I gotta get good, man. That's all there is to it. I already went up there. There were a number of instances earlier where I would kill something or break something open and not be able to take the resources with me because of my inventory being full. And I was wondering if the stuff that was left behind would stay available. I don't think they are. I think it does kind of clear out whatever gets left behind. But that's fine, though, because, again, resources are pretty plentiful in this. Caught his tail. We're doing more damage, but it's not like a huge upgrade. It's an upgrade for sure. Like, you know, I definitely can see the difference. But it's not like, oh, man, I'm kicking ass now. Oh, God. Oh, I was climbing. I was like, oh, God, what was my person doing? What is you doing, baby girl? Okay, that was actually kind of cool how though you can just one-shot those things, so that like jump stab attack. Yeah, so those archers are always going to be up there, so I guess certain areas will always have the same kinds of bad guys. It's just easy to just grab that and slam it. Come on and slam. Surprised I can pick this up. Well, sort of. See, oh, but that's actually kind of cheesy. Cheesy and cheaty, just being able to throw the same thing multiple times. Of course, it does a break eventually. Can I pick up the sword? Oh, that's kind of cool. Who can I stab with the sword? Eh. Softwood. Bitches don't know about my softwood. Can I pick this up? No, I cannot. Nor can I break it. It's there to be flavor. What's that? Is that bone? Bonk. There we go. It's like that's actually kind of nice being able to go for a nice strong series of hits right at the start to take them out before they can pull any schmoves on us. Rough leather, just the way I like my something. Just the way I like something. My men, my sex, both. I don't know. I'm not sure what, like which direction to go with that one. I think if this would like lead to anything hidden, this little underpass. They both see me. Oh, hello. Oh, that's actually kind of cool. You can just... Oh, actually, I think I parried that. Yeah. Oh, another one of these guys. God dang it. The worst. The worstest. Poison launch and motherfucker. Where is you? I don't want to stand still. I truly do not know where he went. It's okay. You know what? I don't want to... No, that's not it. I don't want to fuck with him. These invisible guys don't like me. I don't like them. The feeling is mutual. We don't have to be friends. Invisible fella. Whoops. Ouch. Oh, I just saw him sneak up behind me. What a shitter. I keep hitting all the wrong things. You get back here. Yeah. I go for the finisher. Finish him. There we go. All right, where's the fucking poison spinner? Spitter. I mean, maybe he's gonna spin it. I don't know. He was sneaking up behind me. Maybe something else like smacked him away. We do know that there is friendly fire. That bad guys can hurt each other. That is A-okay by me. The dudes hurting each other is extremely okay by me. Also, I realized I had a power attack. That's pretty cool. Except I'm getting torred. I'm doing an awful job of detecting those things. Ouch. We got them. Well, I was saying earlier how I had an overabundance of healing, and now I'm once again missing how good I had it earlier. I didn't know how good I had it until now. That's... I think it's a pretty game. I think so too. I think it looks very good. Ooh, okay, I definitely want that steel. No question. So, what are things I could probably part with? I'm tempted to just leave the iron. It's such a common thing. Such a common thing, yeah. I mean, I think iron is good. I think I'll leave the rough leather. Although I was saying how like we're very much pumping that in as a big resource. I think I will leave. So yeah, that steel is something we need for later on for sure. A bunch of this is like the fairly rare things. So yeah, I'll just leave the common ones. Give them the steel, lads. No, I do agree. I do think the game looks pretty darn good, especially given that it's an indie studio. I mean, granted, it's not as hard as it used to be to make games look pretty, but I think the game looks good, and also, you know, the weird thing with the cutscenes. Oh shit. Being, oh god. 2D and also 3D sometimes, like that notwithstanding, I think it's like just got a good presentation. Like it's pretty, but I think it's also they made good decisions, like design decisions about like what to do with this game visually. Which I really appreciate. The big guy's up here. An environmental artist. Well, I mean, it is. I mean, talent is one thing. I think it's also just, you know, people studying for it. I think it's the kind of thing that does take I mean, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe some people are just naturally gifted, but when I think of like environmental design or environmental like concept art, that sounds like the kind of thing that takes a lot of expertise and a lot of like experience and practice and discipline, like, you know, just learning how to do it. Some people probably are naturally talented, let's be real, but I think for a lot of people that are creative and go into a specialized craft like that, yeah, it's they had to work at it as opposed to just natural. Underwater rock texture looks like a bunch of multicolored nanners. Let's go see. I want to see the nanners. The nanners. Yes, it absolutely does. Yeah, they look like leaves, but they look like nanners, which actually makes me think the game is even more pretty now. I wish they were multicolored underwater nanners. That's completely wrong. I was like, I'm just gonna launch this thing and see what happens.
With a stronger
There's a bunch more stuff around now.
Carapace will come off easy.
He's not gonna like it. He's not gonna like what I'm gonna try to do. Oh. Oh, he's not liking it. Oh, maybe it's fine right now, but his ass is gonna awaken. B505.
This might take a while.
You'll need to swing harder to cut through armor that thick.
You gotta hold the attack button, lady. His penis, like, wiggled slightly. See how the little floppy boy just kind of like wiggled slightly?
Retrieving the carapace is going to be trickier than we thought.
Smacking his ass. He's gonna smack my ass if I'm not careful. Oh, fuck.
Is she really ready to fight that thing?
Exactly. It was not necessary. I guess it's like to be traditional dress of some variety.
When you're ready, you can climb the arc to attack it from different angles.
Climbing on it. So this is where the Shadow of the Colossus stuff happens. He'd cling. Oh, when he's like yoinking me.
Move on.
Oh, but it freezes up, so he knows when to remove his weak spot. Oh shit. Probably should have done something to stop that. Ouch. All right, that's my chance. For that arm. Woo! Or his ankles weakened? I saw like there's purple.
Those are holding the armor in place.
Seems like you can smack at his shin guards there. Wonder if that's like the strat. Oh, I missed. Oh no, I didn't. I'm a fucking gamer. Never mind. Good shit. Big. Get the big guy. Get fucked. If it's doing much though. I mean, it's glowing red like I'm doing damage. Maybe it's glowing red implying that I'm not doing damage.
That's it.
Oh, there we go.
Hit the exposed skin with everything you've got.
Oh, me of little faith. Yeah, but of course you can't just harp on that one spot forever. Gotta switch it up and do other spots. Hit him in the balls. There you go. Shayna's trying really hard to jump up. There we go. Hit the discs that hold his armor. The little, hold on. So I can get like a side view. Like those little fellers. Oh, did I go into like slow-mo view? Oh, that's kind of cool. Oh god. Actually, that healing would be not a bad idea. I see like little discs. There we go. So yeah, so that is another way to break those things open. Unfortunate timing. Oh, I can't pick up. I was gonna see if I could just pick up the armor and use it against him. Oh, here we go. Is he gonna throw something at me? I'm ready. Grab his dick and twist it. It's funny you say that because when we went to the hockey game with friends a week ago. Every time the hockey players would get into a tussle, any sort of tussle, I was like doing a bad job of resisting the urge to not just fucking scream that at the top of my lungs. Because it's a hockey game, right? Like every fucking 5 seconds, you know, they're like someone's getting into like a little moment. Oh yeah, he's bending over. Yeah, whenever they would have a little moment where they're like tussling, they're kind of wrestling with somebody. The temptation not just be like, grab his dick and twist it. Temptation was very hard to resist. Oh, he's on his knees to please. Get that ass. Oh, you're not supposed to get me. I'm supposed to get you. Don't you understand? Ouch. Oh shit. Okay. Like Elgas was saying, yeah, we take those dicks off. I guess getting tired. Let's just jump off. Yeah, so it goes into like a sort of slow-mo motion, which is pretty cool. But it's kind of hard to land those shots. The nice thing is that it's not like we have to get every piece of armor ever. We're doing a lot of damage just as it is. We just have to get like really 1 or 2 more pieces and I think we're in good shape. A bit of a hit there. And nothing else, just jumping on his ass. Jumping up towards his piniculars. Oh crap, I was supposed to fall. Drop down, because I lost a lot of stamina there. Whoop. Oh, he smacked me out of the sky there, out of the jump. Clinging. Pretty low on the stamina. Oh shit, I got greedy. Like how she will naturally still cling to his hand afterwards, which is kind of funny. I feel like I've seen a cutscene somewhere where like he picks up shit and throws it at you. I was secretly hoping he would. Secretly hoping he would like pick shit up and throw at me. And so I think it'd be fun to like catch it in midair and fuck him up. Oh, up against the wall. Whoop. I fell down. Full damage. I should have clung sooner. Can I climb into his butt and like deal damage to him from there. This is a weak spot. I didn't realize it was a weak spot. Should be enough to kill him, right? Ooh, almost. He's got the itchies. What else do you have? Oh, he's got like one little piece. An achievement.
You are on.
Oh, he like took me down with him.
I was worried we might lose our chance to get the carapace.
We got his ass. A new strand. Is it eternal?
Any concerns about using
That
the
strand better be eternal or else I'm gonna be so peeved.
Concerns? None. Excitement? Considerable. We should be able to weave that strand into your mantle, Bryn.
Oh my god, his penis is all furled up. Cover yourself, bro. Be decent. How do I like fucking carve him into pieces so I can use his armor to build some incredible weapons? Getting your whole body cut. Yeah, honestly, yeah, I feel I'm inclined to agree. Like, some of the other encounters we saw were scarier than the guy, generally speaking. Some of those encounters were yeah, generally a lot scarier. That was a fun fight, though. I liked fighting that guy. That was, like, really entertaining. I think that's where the demo ends, I think. It's after you kind of deal with that whole situation. I think I will drop the iron. So I can get these things, because it's like a higher order resource, one we've never seen before, and I'm assuming it came from fighting this guy specifically. Still in it. I'll do the same thing here. That's probably like a thing I should be reaching for when possible. I will drop those guys. There we go. And if we wanted to, if I had to guess, we would probably have the ability to fight him multiple times if we wanted to, you know, to kind of grind away the resources and get a whole bunch of the goods. Whole bunch of different woods. Cool. Alright, so basically from here on out we just gotta get back to our little base of operations and we're good to go. More bark than bite, says Justin. Justin says he went to a sandwich shop. What kind of sandwich did you get, Justin? That game was atmospheric. Yes. Yeah. That's a good point, too. And I guess that's the downside of saying, like, oh, yes, such and such borrows heavily from this game here. Because, yeah, there are games that have, you know, oh, the combat is like this, but the storytelling and the overall vibe and aesthetic is, like, also super unique and very important, you know, for the whole overall experience. So, like, yeah, like, some people might think, oh, cool, a boss battle where, yeah, you're like, climbing around bad guys looking for weaknesses. Like, that aspect is one thing that is reminiscent of Shadow of the Colossus. But like Ogausa said, there's other aspects of that game that, can sometimes, like, give someone the wrong idea. So, yeah, if you're saying, like, yeah, this game is a lot like Shadow of the Colossus, well, some of the boss battles kind of are, but just some of the boss battles, and certainly not the aesthetic and the overall just kind of feel and the vibe. I remember when we played the Sexy Brutale, which was a really cool game. The Sexy Brutale was an incredibly cool game, and I'm glad we played it. I loved it. It was so cool. The downside, though, is that it was sold to me originally as being really similar to Majora's Mask. And I was like, oh my god, I love Majora's Mask. Hell yeah. So it's going to be a Zelda-like. Hell yeah. And I was all excited. Then you start playing the game, and no, it's nothing like Zelda. It couldn't be less of a Zelda game. But what it is a very cool storytelling narrative experience that does a time looping thing where, yeah, you can't do everything in a single pass. The same way you can't do everything in a single 3-day pass in Majora's Mask. You have to rewind time, note where this person goes for this quest, note where this one thing ends up on this day. You know, that aspect was Majora's Mask-esque. So, yeah, I'm inclined to agree with kind of what Elgausa's getting at here, where it's like, yeah, if you say, oh yeah, this game is like Breath of the Wild and Shadow of the Colossus, there's aspects that borrow from it, but God, Sheena. Sheena's just really struggling to get up here, but she did it. Yeah, it's like you have to kind of get that extra clarification. It's like, well, certain aspects are reminiscent, but other aspects not at all. Because yeah, narratively and atmospherically speaking, this couldn't be different. Yeah, climbing on big stuff, on big moving things, sometimes. Cutting off someone else's face and wearing it to block the wind. There you go. There you go. They call that a face mask, right? It says only if only I had armor. Like face armor? Well, yeah, the face armor is someone else's face. It works so well. So well. Oh, Sheena. And she says, meow. And she's so upset that I'm not allowing her to climb on my desk. When, let's be real, she will climb on my desk when I'm not here. You know, when I have to go in the office tomorrow. She'll be climbing all over my shit, I am sure. No, Sheena. Did I upgrade this guy? I didn't think I upgraded him earlier. Big old windbreaker. There you go. Dismember, wear their faces. What if this was a very heavily modified version of Caves of Cud? What if it was? You know, we were talking about the modding scene for that game, and that there's a lot of crazy stuff. What if this is just a very heavily modified version? Like saying God of War is like Shadow of the Colossus. Are there bosses where you like climb around the dudes? I never did play any of the God of War games, but yeah, that's the thing too. Like, God of War would have been a PS2 game. Well, the original God of War games, that is. It wouldn't shock me if they were kind of borrowing, if they were influencing each other. So I gotta level up his Atelier. Oh wait, hold on, this thing though. So we got the Ensnaring Blast. That's what we got from killing the one dude earlier. What about automatic milking, Alex? Well, you got me there. Unless you're trying to say automatic milking in Caves of Cud. That, if there was ever a game that I'm playing that would have an automatic milking functionality, Caves of Cud would absolutely be the game to have automatic milking. Some kind of auto milker. Y'all know about auto clickers? Auto battlers? What about auto milkers? Fragile, fine, and is exquisite. So I can't upgrade them, obviously. Frosty Boy, same thing there. Any more of those strands, eternal or otherwise. Thought her name was Soda for a second. Soda! Forge resource. Here's a bunch of iron. Make it so, baby! What about manual milking? Yeah, you want to talk about racing games with automatic transmission, manual transmission? I'm more into manual milking. I like the control that it offers. No, Sheena.
Perfect.
Get us a remaster for Shadow of the Colossus. I've actually thought Shadow of the Colossus did have a remaster. Not a remake, but a remaster.
Patch will fix the leaking pipe.
I could be wrong, though. I could be wrong. I've never played the game.
Yes. And with the debris,
It is kind of odd that it never got a
Have you
sequel,
everything
to my
you need?
knowledge. I don't think they ever made a sequel.
Me?
Acting or otherwise, major communication.
I think so too, Agal. So yeah, it would have been probably a little while
keep
back,
that in
honestly.
mind.
And again, just a remaster, not a remake. I have heard that Shadow of the Colossus was a really cool game for its time and is very much worth playing. I've also heard it's kind of rough. I've kind of heard that, like, I've talked to somebody not too long ago that said they went back and played it for the first time and they did not like it. They were like, it's not a bad game. It's just like it's hard going back and playing a game like that. Like nowadays, I personally would still like to try it out. I personally would still like to play it. But I was really surprised. I was surprised and I was
cleared
not
the debris
surprised
at the
that
loom gate
this
in
particular friend of mine
Cleveland.
said that they were like kind of disappointed by it. Yes, there was remastered, yeah, PS3.
Excellent work, Bryn. Time for you to take a well-earned rest while the band heads into the Hollow.
You sure you don't need me to come?
We've got this. And you need the break.
Will they be fine without me?
All right, if you say so.
I wonder. Advance the day. Outer Wilds, I'm with you, Whale. I'm in the same boat. Very much in the same boat. I think it's a game I'd really like to. So we can rest up to do the rest of that stuff. I think I'll see about upgrading stuff. Salvage. What did we say? Another 20? Pump a bunch of those guys in. Upgrade stations. So the only others we can upgrade are these two. That does sound nice, but the mantle powers though, bro. The mantle powers, yeah. Let's salvage more shit. Because the mantle powers thing does sound cool. Granted, I don't think I have any of the essences necessary, but still, that does sound pretty neat. We got Jim in the house. What's up, Jim? Ooh, interesting cut content. That sounds cool, but it was removed in the remaster. That's a shame. So there were two nearly oh, wow. So there were going to be more then. Sounds nice. Sounds nice. So I'll get down to like 10 of each. And then I'll do like 2 of these. And just with that, we can now upgrade last person's last thing. I probably should hit him up because, yeah, the ability to have things to resist elements that I am vulnerable to wouldn't be a shabby idea. Files. Cool. Alright, well, everyone's been upgraded. Upgraded as far as they can go. Or a workstation, but I don't know like what their deal is. That might be something that unlocks later on. But this person, they can do some cool shit. Actually, hold on. Yeah, I think I said earlier that yeah, we do not have any of the strand thingies. And I'm under the impression that these strand essences come from like high-level encounters. Oh, achievement. Assemble your first codex entry. Oh, so this is the stuff we were finding in the wild then. Okay. You've avoided spoilers for Outer Wilds. So have I, actually. So have I. I think for the most part. I mean, I know about certain basic mechanics that are pretty well advertised in the game, but beyond that, yeah, I've avoided any story spoilers, which is good. Okay. So that is... Where's the file crafting come in? Maybe that's not available to me yet. Yeah, maybe that's the issue. Maybe I have to like do other stuff before I can actually craft the things. Anything I want to reforge, or I haven't got any other recipes or anything. So just to be clear, if I were to say reforge my torso, we would give it hard stuff, and then like this is a case where they're both green, but this one's just like better. Oh, it's because it's steel. Yeah, that makes sense. I guess just basic. Probably do one of each, honestly. I'm trying to see, like, what's the benefit, really? It's very minimal.
This one strikes a good balance.
Looks green and cool, which is neat. So you do that, and then, but then what if I say also upgrade it? Also upgrade this thing. That would make it... Oh, but oh, there we go. I specifically need hard leather. So maybe that's the key. Maybe you reforge. Oh, that's the thing, too. They say you get the resources back when you reforge out of something. So I guess that's the thing. Like, it's probably nice to do both. You want to upgrade and also reforge things when possible. That's kind of nice, having a bit more armor. I mean, we've yet to die, but let's be real. We're far from invincible here. Can I reforge any of this at all? Oh, not upgrade, not upgrade. Reforge any of this at all. Gave it hard leather earlier. We could switch it off to this guy, which would have us lose a bunch of resistances. We had steel. Actually, this would be a nice little bit there. We did have steel, but we used all of it. The result. That's, of course, a downgrade. So yeah, it's kind of like a small kind of incremental upgrade, which is kind of cool. Okay. Just a minor little reforge. There you go. Still level 1, though. Still level 1. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Shino, come here. Oh, it was free on Epic Games? Farsight, that's pretty cool. Unless I'm getting Outer Wilds confused with Outer Worlds. It's a shame that it's unfortunate those two games came out very close to each other and are literally one letter away. Okay, two letters away. Still, you know what I mean. A small number of letters away from being the same title. So I do sometimes get them mixed up. Go ahead and head back to our tent. Communities, but yeah, I think you're right, Will. I think most people do understand. If they've played the game, they understand that it's worth experiencing the correct way. Yeah, they also want to help to avoid spoilers, which is nice. Outer Worlds, okay. I think that sounds familiar. I think I think Outer Worlds was a epic free game for a bit there.
Aurea, how's it going?
Bryn, you're awake. We're making progress over here. Careful with that.
Hey, no one came back to camp, did they? Is the rest of the band still with you?
We're all here. And the leak is just about fixed.
Oh my. Oh shit.
Hey, wait, I just want to talk.
But do they just want to talk?
That was incredible.
Hey, couldn't have done it without you.
Oh, the immersion, because look at that, my armor's different, and now the immersion is permanently ruined.
Actually, we couldn't have done it without Sev.
Not really.
I didn't expect you to have such a deft hand with magical conduits.
I'm not... I mean...
Not to distract from the victory, but something happened while you were gone. I saw something.
A Hearthsider?
Maybe. The figure was masked and standing at the edge of the camp. I think they were watching me before they disappeared.
How friendly.
If there are people still left in the Enclave, we need to find them. They can tell us what happened here.
Yes. I was just thinking we should chase down the scary masked figure.
When you phrase it like that,
Watch Bryn
it takes on a very different meaning.
Hey, even asleep, I am a pretty fearsome presence.
Fearsome presence.
We just burst through their veil, defeated their massive arc, and powered up their lost enchantments. Wouldn't you be scared of us if you were an Enclave Weaver?
That's actually not a bad point.
Friendly or
Thanks, I'm genius.
if there are Hearthsiders, we need to find them.
Agreed.
And the good news is, fixing the Loom Gate didn't just give us easier access to Glintwood, it expanded our scry's reach.
So scries are somehow connected to the Enclave's tapestry.
Every scry was built here.
This means you not only have access to the Loom Gate, but you can safely explore further.
Incidentally, our maps indicate that there is a village beyond the Hollow in a large swathe of wetlands known as Dredger's Mire.
Perhaps we'll find our Hearthsider there. Bryn, why don't you brief with Lane before your next expedition?
Sounds good.
After that, it's time
Briefs,
to
I'm more of a
use
boxer's
the
guy,
Loom.
personally.
Why didn't you guys return using it yourselves?
We needed to take a key swatch back to camp in order to connect the two. We'll make sure you have a key swatch to connect any other loom gates to this one from now on.
All right. So then we are on day 4. That being said, it is 1 a.m. and I do have to get up extra early for work tomorrow morning. Usually I go into the office on Thursdays, but this week we're going in on Wednesday. So that means I gotta cut it a little bit earlier than I would like to. This game is very fun. I really am. The beginning was fine, and you know we were talking earlier that like the story segments and the dialogue stuff it's just okay. It's hard to like really get excited about it. It's hard to really get into the lore and the storytelling. But again, I find myself feeling the same way I felt about Immortals of Avium, where like that game is very fun to play, and like the systems for the game are very enjoyable. The storyline, like the combat, it's a very pretty game. Like there's a lot of things going for it. But yeah, when it comes to the story, the characters, like I found myself not really giving a lot of shits about what happened to individual characters, NPCs, that kind of thing. And some of the story was very predictable. Like there was a lot of things that you could tell from a very early point on where things were going and what was going to happen. And I can make some assumptions about where this is going and what will happen. But I don't know. There's at least enough mystery and intrigue with the Arc technology and the denizens of these lands. Like there's mystery there, which is kind of cool. So like some of that I'm not too sure what to expect necessarily. And like some of the interpersonal interactions, like they're fun and they're lighthearted. But it's not it's not like, I don't know, I wouldn't call it innovative necessarily. But the gameplay is fun, even though it borrows heavily from other things. What it borrows from is pretty cool, and it does so in a very enjoyable way. So I'm very much enjoying it. So no, I'm really impressed. I'm really impressed, and I very much would like to return to this for sure.